Good morning, my boy D Twins. Salute, sir. Let me go. Let me get to this. Let me get to this. Let me get to this. Yeah. Boy, listen to me. It's getting spooky out here, Reggie. And I ain't talking about that herb. It's getting spooky out here, man. When I consider one of the GOATs to send a subliminal message this morning, pointing in the direction that my mind been pointing for a very long time since I've been covering this content before. It's getting spooky. We're gonna get to that. Salute to 50 Cent, the GOAT, real gangster. He know how to move like a real nigga. Salute the Fifth. Yeah. 50 said, let me get on my subliminal shit this morning. It's getting spooky out here, Reggie. Suge Knight, more that the more the days go, the more Suge is out here talking. You know what I'm talking about? But I ain't talking about snitching. I'm just saying, telling his story. Remember, you used to beg him to tell his story so you didn't have to tell it? Yeah, Suge telling it. And GOATs in this industry are sending subliminals. Oh. Let's get it. Oh, man, I forgot. I got to redo that one, man. I took that out my soundboard. But good morning to everybody, man. Salute to everybody. What's going on? It's getting spooky out here for Reggie, man. I mean, oh my God. Oh man, Tana. Was that Miss Walker? Good morning, Miss Walker. But yeah, man, what up, man? Happy Friday. I hope everybody's doing well. Health is well. Family is well. Spirit is well. It's a lot of suckers, man. And I'm not talking about the ones who, I'm not just talking about the ones that get taken advantage of, you know what I mean? Because having a good heart don't make you a sucker, you know? Knowing better and still allowing somebody to take advantage of you, that makes you a sucker. If you know better, you do better. It's just that simple. It's not rocket science, you know? It's real talk. I'm talking about these suckers out here that been playing in our face, selling our people down the river. I posted a clip from Adam 22's live. I think it was yesterday. Let me just tell you how disgusting this dude is on all levels. First, you exploiting for extras in his situation because he's not. You can't make money off. You can't make money off of him content-wise because he's locked up. So you got clever and you went to his court date and you turned that into a content situation. So you exploiting them. But that was the move anyway when he brought dude on the show. Because anybody that he brings on the show is about exploiting them. But you exploit it for extras. Court situation. I don't remember you pulling up to C-Max, and if you did, you didn't film it. why did that need to be a filmed situation? Maybe you may have gave him a little advance, then he's back behind bars, and you haven't been able to recoup. See, I've been in the game for a very long time. I know bullshit when I see shit. You gave him a little advance, huh? Mm-hmm. But he behind bars, so you can't recoup, huh? Yeah, real slick. But then he says the N word, and I posted it on my YouTube. Salute to Point and Shoot, by the way, because Point and Shoot's the one who caught it. I didn't even watch that stream. So if it wasn't for Point and Shoot pointing it out, I wouldn't even caught that, because I don't really watch they shit like that. But Point and Shoot caught that. But within catching that, I caught how he went down there to four extras. I don't know, his court appearance for a violation. I think he's facing a violation. I think, but he went to his court date and filmed it, put it out. You know, to exploit him, show that he's supporting him. If he was really supporting him, you would have just went down there, did your thing. Good. I don't mind you going down there doing that, coming back and talking about it on the podcast. I don't have a problem with that. Give us an update. How he doing? Is he in good spirits? I'm all good with that. But the whole filming of it, just disgusting, bro. You got the right to do it, but then you sit there on your platform and use the N word in front of a brother, Brick Baby. He just he's so high he don't even catch it. And whoever was African American, I'm pretty sure it wasn't too many. Wasn't no real ones in there. They just smack fire from you. You could have caught yourself before you said what you said, and you didn't have to say it. We all understood. What's understood don't need to be explained. You playing in our face, Adam. And we sick of that. We really getting sick of that. And even though we keep dealing with them, so a lot of people want to say, well, hell, you can't blame them, but I do. Because when you know better, you do better. And what's understood does not need to be explained. And I should not have to explain to you why you, as a white, whatever you may be, shouldn't be sitting on your platform using the hard Nigger or the Nigga. It's called respect. And that word right there comes with a lot of disrespect and disgust. Centuries of it. And you know your history. So for you to sit there so casually and just say it like it's like breathing air to you. I mean, I'm not naive. I know you at home that you let the N-word fly left and right and left. And the way you said it in front of Brick without feeling no consequences or repercussions lets me know you done did that a few times in front of him and around him. And he ain't say nothing about it. Man, you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I would have reached across that table and smacked fire from Adam and said, F your job, F no jumper, I'm out of here. I'm not letting nobody play in my face like that. Wifey, get the bail money together. My wife already know. She already know. If we was in public and someone white had said some shit like that to me or around me, she gonna either grab me or get out the way and get that phone out to get ready to call that legal beagle. We I'm not tolerating that shit at all. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that shit. Shit just not content to me, and it's not just a word to me. I'm gonna tell you a real story, and then we gonna get to this content because that's not what we here for. But I just wanted to wake that up. Real true story. My daughter, when she was like 13, 14, and this is what's so crazy. We talking about centuries of pain from that word. My daughter, who's 18 now and she's in college, um, but when she was 14, at the school that she went to, I don't know if it was a student. Oh, it was a bunch of students, and it was white students saying the N word, you know, or well not the er, but the the na, and you know how we say it, and they just saying it like it ain't nothing. My daughter was so pissed, so distraught, so hurt, so enraged that she was in that back seat in tears. And for the most part, me and her mom has made sure she wasn't around a lot of the racist rhetoric that as what we thought, right? But we talking centuries later, where she ain't even fully developed her full feelings and shit. Was so hurt, so distraught, so stressed, so enraged, so hurt that she was in the backseat bawling, mad, shaking. The only other time I seen my daughter like that is when she was around people that drink and then they get a little irate. She doesn't like people that drink. And they get irate, freaks her out. But that's how she was. And to me, that just spoke volumes to me because I'm like, that's how I felt. 13, 14 years old. Racist police officer throws your ass on the car. Just let the word fly right on out. And he don't give a fuck about what you think. And you can't do nothing about it. You got to take that. So I can imagine how she felt. Like she had to take that. Then for this white man to sit his ass right there on his platform that gets thousands and thousands of views and just casually say that word like that shit is okay. No, that shit ain't okay. And nobody that's African American that works there should let him think that shit was okay. And all the people who watch his channel and support that bullshit, the least you could do is let him know that wasn't okay. And my Caucasian brothers and sisters out there who know he was foul. And that's unacceptable. When you don't stand for that, you definitely should let him know that wasn't okay. We need a public apology for that. And I'm gonna leave it there. So we're gonna be PG. But what's understood don't need to be explained. But anyway, man, good morning to everybody, man. Welcome to Stand on the Media. I don't even know how many people on here. Let me go check the chats, man. Just wanted to wake that up, man. Couldn't believe that shit, man. Where we at? So much, man. So much I want to talk about. So much we want to go over. So much we want to cover. Man, there we go. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, beautiful people. Yeah, he tried. I don't even think he tried to be slick. To be honest with you. The way he let that just slide off like he didn't give a damn. Yeah, he didn't give a damn. But anyway, we're gonna get to what we came here for. Right? That could be another video or another live. So it's getting heated. It's getting hot around the collar. It's getting hot around the collar, man, with this Tupac situation. With the Tupac murder, the Biggie murder. They both linked. Same group of people. Same group of people. I firmly believe that. It's just my opinion, though. Make sure I say everything is alleged. And salute to Discretion TV, because I love how they do their videos, because even though they 100% in they gut believe, who is who's behind what's going on, they still let you hear all sides in the beginning. What Reggie, what Keefe D says, what the district attorney says, and then what the facts say. I love that. Let the content speak for itself. Let the content. It's a beautiful thing. But before I click this video, the video that we're gonna watch, by the way, is salute to Discretion TV for the content. We're gonna review a few of his videos. He's been on point with the content. My God, some of this I have not watched, so we're gonna be watching it for the first time. That's why I wanted to do it. New details. Diddy hired Las Vegas cops for scrutiny and cover-ups. Was Reggie Jr. the plug? Great question. Because there is some odd connection, some odd something between. Just pay attention to this circle of people throughout the years who stay in conjunction and in conversation, and even to this day, they seem to communicate. Except for Diddy ain't saying too much of nothing, and until now, Suge has been more vocal. But before then, Diddy, Suge, you really didn't hear nothing about. But if you watch Reggie right throughout the years, he always tied himself to these circle of people for some odd reason. He always spoke for him. Did he say something about something? And Reggie wasn't even there. Just like with Suge. But Reggie, you make sure he corrected him. He gonna correct somebody. I'm telling you a story about something that me and my man D Twins did last night. We was at a function last night, me and D Twins. A group of other people, right? But let's say my man Sherm, salute to my man Sherm, he wasn't there. Sherm didn't know nothing about the damn event. I talked to Sherm, give him some details. D Twins talked to him, give him some details or whatever. Somebody else give him a little detail. Then later on, years later, I tell the story. Man, let me tell you about this story about this shit that happened with me and D Twins, man. And Sherm come out the woodwork and no, that's not how it happened. He misspoke. I hate to have to correct the record for you. Should pay attention to this nigga, man. Reggie Wright is a cold dude, man. Oh man, he's a cold piece of work, man. You know what you know now. Yeah. But anyway, so I went to 50 Cent YouTube, because that's my guy, 100. And the second video, I'm gonna go from the second to the first, then we're gonna play. Just to give y'all something to think about. So remember, 50, he made it with Eminem, Dr. Dre. He tells a story that about how Suge, I should pull that up so y'all can watch it. How Suge was gonna kill Dre. Suge and them was gonna kill him. I don't think he's talking about the Tam situation, but he might be. I don't remember, but I'm gonna find the clip and play it. But he knows a lot, right? So 50 says, LOL, Keefe, nah, this shit funny. This funny to me. He just ran his mouth till they came and got him, right? That's the second one he posted. Then the first one, before that, he posted, and I love the song, by the way, by 50 Cent. Check it out. It's called Get the Message. It's on a mixtape. What mixtape was that? Angel, War Angel, or something like that. Fire ass mixtape too, by the way. But he has a song called "Get the Message." You might want to go listen to it. But he is the post on Instagram is "Get the Message," and it's Denzel Washington playing in Training Day. At the end, where he was the crooked cop, but everybody knows what you been doing and what you did. And he tell him, nigga, they can't kill me. And he shot him in the ass. And that scene, the 50 post that would get the message. Think about that. Let's go.
All you need is a concept and a way to record it. Here's how it works. First, go to riverside.fm and open an account, and then you'll be able to capture high-quality video and audio from practically...
Chic Luch, LOXD Block, Silverback
No
Gorilla
ads
up in
over
here,
here.
man. Streaming over 1 million viewers and listeners and all that. Indiscretion TV, Valentino #1, Tupac channel, streaming over 2 million viewers and listeners, man. That's crazy. Y'all rocking up.
A nearly 90-page lawsuit accuses John Pelletier of serving as muscle for Sean Diddy Combs in California and Las Vegas, several years before Pelletier left Las Vegas to become Maui County Chief of Police.
Discretion TV. Where do I begin? So, surfacing the internet on media, Diddy is involved with a Las Vegas PD officer that was covering for Diddy, even doing security work, being his bodyguard. Not that Gene Deal, Nina, and Nene Nani shit. Allegedly, covering for Diddy.
A good video starts with a good song. Go to Artlist and get the best music for your video.
Damn ads right away, man.
Keep your creativity.
Hey.
Perpetrating to be a California officer during, I guess, allegations. But again, can this be a smoking gun? Remember, my theory, this adds on a little to my theory. When I was saying, remember when Veggie Jr., Veggie said, I got a picture of the BMW. And I said, whoa, why would you have a camera? Because camera phones wasn't out back then in 96. Why would Veggie Jr., Reggie Wright Jr., head of Death Row Security, make it his business to take a picture of the BMW after it was shot up? Remember, Frank Alexander said, 2 bicycle cops pulled Suge and Pac over before the shooting. And all of a sudden, after the 2 bicycle Las Vegas cops pulled him over, there was a shooting. With this new allegation against Puff, is this a smoking gun at Puff with the connections of Veggie Jr.? And guess who? Who's the missing person? Come on, y'all. Who's the third person that can link Veggie to these cops? You guessed it. George Kalisis. Ha! George Kalisis, a very powerful man in Vegas in 96. He was tied to these cops. Remember, they was throwing an alleged boxing benefit for a retired cop. Some shit, some fugazi shit. Drop comments below. Yeah. New allegations against Puff, Las Vegas cop. Now he works in Hawaii. They want him to step down from his position in Hawaii as a cop. I guess he has a high rank. Y'all drop comments below and let me know. It's just my theory that this might be the smoking gun we need. This is just my theory. Let's play Frank Alexander's narrative real quick, how the 2 Las Vegas bicycle cops pulled him over before the shooting. Minutes before the shooting, I guess it was like at least the max 2 minutes, the next light of that, after the 2 Las Vegas bicycle cops pulled him over, the shooting happened.
Suge was in the car in front of me, and their music was playing pretty loud because we could hear it, and there was bicycle cops. A couple of bicycle cops pulled up, and one of them went over to Suge's side and asked him, I guess, to turn down the music, I'm assuming. And then the next thing I know, Suge opens the door, steps out of the car. He and a cop walks to the back of the car, and he opens up the trunk. The car was brand new, didn't have a license plate on it. So he looked in the trunk, and I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, oh shit, I hope they don't get popped. He let him go. So now we're still in gridlock traffic.
A former Metro Police captain is refuting claims that he was involved in a cover-up related to Sean Diddy Combs. In a criminal complaint, it alleges that current Maui Police Chief John Pelletier was hired to provide security for Combs back in 2018. It claims Pelletier posed as a sheriff's deputy in California to respond to an alleged gang rape involving Combs. The complaint also claims all defendants directly committed violations of aiding, abetting, and inducing the sex trafficking venture and sex trafficking of plaintiffs in this suit. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Snyder. Marie has the night off. News 3's George Acosta is looking into Pelletier's time here in Las Vegas and what he's accused of doing while he was employed with the Metro Police Department. George joins us now live from Metro headquarters with that.
Yeah, Jim, a look back at his history here with the department shows that he was actually praised for his dedication to sexual assault prevention, which may be surprising for some given the allegations of this lawsuit.
My name is John Pelletier. I'm a captain with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I oversee the Major Violator and Narcotics Bureau.
Pelletier, a veteran to the Las Vegas Police Department, served the metropolitan area for 22 years, where after climbing up the ranks, he became captain, where he oversaw the Las Vegas Strip tourist corridor. A look back at a major case in 2018 shows Pelletier was one of several high-profile Metro police officers to initiate the arrest of nearly a dozen gang members at a local resort and casino.
People went to jail, and the Strip's safer for it. The real message is we're not going to tolerate that kind of activity coming here on the Strip. And what do I mean by that is gang parties are not welcome on the Strip.
And while Pelletier was on the side of justice during those 2018 arrests, the latest lawsuit filed.
If you don't know how to make chords, this is it.
You can drag one of these chord progressions in. Boom, just like that. It's a vibe.
Friday alleges Pelletier's 2018 involvement with Sean Diddy Combs, claiming Pelletier as a co-conspirator to a cover-up relating to a gang rape that involved Combs, where Pelletier allegedly posed as a sheriff in Contra Costa, California. Now, Pelletier was named Maui's police chief back in 2021. Now, a statement issued by the Maui Police Department denies those allegations, as well as his involvement with any of those people named in this lawsuit. But for now, reporting live from Metro headquarters, George Acosta, News 3.
Maui's police chief, a famous football player, and a comedian are among the high-profile men accused in a civil lawsuit of participating in or facilitating crimes alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The chief and others say it's not true. But now Maui's mayor is asking the police commission to place the chief on leave while it's being investigated. Gina Mangieri has more. Gina?
Well, rapper Sean Diddy Combs is in custody awaiting federal criminal trial on racketeering and sex trafficking charges. And now a civil lawsuit filed in federal court in California alleges current Maui Police Chief John Pelletier served as security and facilitator for Combs, sometimes impersonating law enforcement jurisdictions. A nearly 90-page lawsuit accuses John Pelletier of serving as muscle for Sean Diddy Combs in California and Las Vegas, several years before Pelletier left Las Vegas to become Maui County Chief of Police. The same suit accuses NFL player Odell Beckham Jr. and a comedian known as Drewski of rape. We asked the Chief, County, Police Commission, and Police Union for a response. A Maui Police Department spokesperson says the chief has no connection to anyone in the suit. We are confident that the evidence will demonstrate these claims to be false and will expose those who are deliberately trying to manipulate the legal system to spread misleading narratives.
Didn't Big U say in that audio with the Suge Knight interview that WAC 100 had an officer that was like, you know, that you would consider to be something like a hitman also? It was a female officer. And she was throwing up gang signs and shit from Pacoima. And when she was mentioned in that civil suit, she took that post down. Man, interesting, right? Interesting, the patterns of these people, man.
The union declined to comment. We asked the plaintiff's attorney for additional comment, too, without reply. Beckham Jr. said on his social media, "I really can't even believe that my name is mentioned in that matter. There was absolutely no truth to those allegations." Drewski said on social media, "This allegation is a fabricated lie. I was broke living with my mom without any connections to the entertainment industry at the time of this allegation. So the inclusion of my name is truly outlandish." KHON2's legal analyst explains why high-profile people can be targeted by lawsuits.
It's not uncommon at all for high-profile people to be named, especially be named as a large group of defendants in this kind of lawsuit. And the reason why is because when you're sitting at a very high level in the government, whether you're the police chief or a mayor or the governor of a state, it's very easy to be targeted because then that potentially opens up the finances and the wallet.
The accusations date back to 2018 when Pelletier was still on the mainland with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. He is accused, among other things, of posing as a Contra Costa California sheriff in order to deter a woman from filing a rape charge.
I think the thing about high-profile people is that they do have a strong presence in terms of anybody being able to Google or determine whether or not somebody is actually in the vicinity and then accuse them of doing something because they were in that location. Again, we don't know. Maybe these specific allegations are true, but the best thing to do is to wait for the lawsuit to play out and find out whether they are true or completely false.
Other unnamed plaintiffs alleged Pelletier arrested them at gunpoint in Las Vegas under bogus warrant charges and restrained them in his home. They allege Pelletier kept a list of safe houses for parties. Wow. The lawsuit involving Pelletier is a civil matter. Combs' case is criminal, involving sex trafficking, plus numerous civil lawsuits.
There's a difference between a civil case, which is one person suing another person for money, versus a criminal case, which would be the government investigating somebody and then accusing that person of a crime.
Now, again, the chief strongly denies all the allegations in the suit. His spokesperson says the baseless allegations not only hurt him, but show a lack of respect for victims of abuse. Now, it was just minutes before airtime when we received this letter from the mayor calling for the Maui Police Commission to take additional what they call proactive steps to conduct an independent review and to place the chief on leave while this was reviewed. We have asked the chief for an additional response to this. Again, this having just been received. Also, it was addressed as well to the Maui Police Commission. The mayor saying in the calling for this that due process must be observed and the existence of these allegations alone present concerns for the public trust, and goes on to say that they believe that the approach would not constitute a presumption of guilt, but instead make sure that they're not compromising the integrity of the office while the matter is under review. Much more to come in this story, and we will continue to follow up. Gina Mangieri, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Chief, a famous football player and a comedian are among the high-profile men accused in a civil lawsuit of participating in or facilitating crimes alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs.
And the chief and others say it is not true.
Want to start a podcast but not sure how? Riverside has got you covered. First, go to riverside.com.
True, but now Maui's mayor is asking the police commission to place the chief on leave while this is investigated.
A nearly 90-page lawsuit accuses John Pelletier of serving as muscle for Sean Diddy Combs in California and Las Vegas, several years before Pelletier left Las Vegas to become Maui County Chief of Police. The same suit accuses NFL player Odell Beckham Jr. and a comedian known as Drewski of rape. We asked the chief, county, police commission, and police union for a response. A Maui Police Department spokesperson says the chief has no connection to anyone in the suit. We are confident that the evidence will demonstrate these claims to be false and will expose those who are deliberately trying to manipulate the legal system to spread misleading narratives. The union declined to comment. We asked the plaintiff's attorney for additional comment too, without reply. Then, late Monday, the mayor's office forwarded us a letter he sent to the Maui Police Commission calling for Pelletier to be placed on administrative leave pending further investigation. Mayor Richard Bisson says due process must be observed, but the existence of these allegations alone presents concerns regarding public trust, adding that putting the chief on leave and launching an independent investigation does not constitute a presumption of guilt, but ensures that he is not in a position that may compromise the integrity of the office while the matter is under review. We asked the chief's office for additional response to the mayor's move. Beckham Jr. said on his social media, "I really can't even believe that my name is mentioned in that matter. There is absolutely no truth to those allegations." Drewski said on social media, "This allegation is a fabricated lie. I was broke living with my mom without any connections to the entertainment industry at the time of this allegation, so the inclusion of my name is truly outlandish." KHON2's legal analyst explains why high-profile people can be targeted by lawsuits.
It's not uncommon at all for high-profile people to be named, especially be named as a large group of defendants in this kind of lawsuit. And the reason why is because when you're sitting at a very high level in the government, whether you're the police chief or a mayor or the governor of a state, it's very easy to be targeted because then that potentially opens up the finances and the wallet.
The accusations date back to 2018 when Pelletier was still on the mainland with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. He is accused, among other things, of posing as a Contra Costa California sheriff in order to deter a woman from filing a rape charge.
I think the thing about
I wonder what made him go out there, really. What made him go to Hawaii, right? Yeah, man. This shit, hey. I know some of this stuff is like, wait, what? How does that connect? Like, what? Man, it all is connecting. It's all connecting. This is what drinking my energy drink. This is what a lot of people are not talking about right now because it's being drowned out with Keefe D and Reggie Wright Jr. What was Diddy's participation in this too with Biggie? Yeah. You see, Diddy not innocent at all. Dude might have orchestrated it allegedly because he's the orca. Remember he says he's the orca. He may have orchestrated it. Who made the call? Who gave the green light? Why would Diddy bring him to Los Angeles at the height of all that shit? And Diddy and Biggie didn't want to go. What's his name? Gene Deal. I remember Gene Deal saying that Biggie had a bad feeling about it and didn't want to go. And just like with Tupac, it's like, nah, man, we're gonna go. Suge did that. And, you know, they said that's the Suge. Well, that's what's being alleged, that Suge was the one who was pushing for Pac to go. And the bodyguard, who I think has been really honest about a lot of this shit, or if not all of this, you know what I mean? He said that he had got word that Tupac and Suge had a huge fight at the Vibe Awards. They had a bad fight back and forth. And Pac had said that he was a dead man walking. And the security guard that was with him at the time asked him, you know, why you say that, Pac? Why you feel like that? He just said, man, I don't want to. He didn't want to go to Vegas. Tupac had family. I think it was in Atlanta that was going through something, and he really wanted to be there, but you know he was kind of nudged to go to the fight. Same thing is what I heard with Diddy, with Big. He was nudging him. Man, we got to go down here. You know what I'm saying? We got to go represent. They ain't going to do nothing. Sacrifice. I don't know what you want. I just want to know, what was Diddy's role in this? Diddy, you not off the hook. We know.
High-profile people is that they do have a strong presence in terms of anybody being able to Google or determine whether or not somebody is actually in the vicinity, and then of doing something because they were in that location. Again, we don't know. Maybe these specific allegations are true, but the best thing to do is to wait for the lawsuit to play out and find out whether they are true or completely false.
Other unnamed plaintiffs
Yeah,
alleged
innocent until
Pelletier
proven guilty,
arrested
but a
them
lot
at
of things do not
gunpoint in
play
Las
that way,
Vegas
does it?
under bogus warrant charges and restrained them in his home. They allege Pelletier kept a list of safe houses for parties. The lawsuit involving Pelletier is a civil matter. Combs' case is criminal, involving sex trafficking, plus numerous civil lawsuits.
There's a difference between a civil case, which is one person suing another person for money, versus a criminal case.
Hey, who is
which would
that?
be
Who is
the
that? Who is
government.
that dude that's in the chat talking to Sharm? Who is that? Is that just another random person that what is that? Why they be on Sharm head like that so much? Like, this is crazy. They go to everybody chat. I don't know, because I'm not paying attention to that. Is that somebody playing, or is that one of them people that always follow Sharm around? Like, that shit is weird. It's really weird. And you know what's even weirder about it? It's probably somebody in their 40s. Somebody in their 40s and 50s, man. These old motherfuckers on here, man, acting weird, bro. Yeah. Oh, he just see that. But at least when I said, I admit, man, I'm old. I'm older. Right, 43. I ain't gonna claim that I'm old. I'm getting there though. But at least I can admit though. You know what I'm saying? I'm older, right?
Do you need a free,
so maybe
easy way to
I
capture
just
your
don't get the
gameplay?
troll shit.
Introducing
I
Outplayed.
never will.
Record
you know what I'm
anything
saying?
on your PC.
So I don't really go too hard on the young folks.
But she glooch LOXD.
I don't really go too hard on the young folks when they troll. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. Back in my day, we just talk shit. So I'm assuming that's the equivalent to talking shit. See, but the difference is, nigga, you say the wrong thing, talking shit, you get socked in your mouth. Yeah. You might have to go see the dentist. You know? So, but I guess that's the same thing. D-Twins, I know. You old as shit. Yeah. You damn near dust. Salute. My guy, man. My guy, man. But listen, we gonna get to this other video, man. I gotta keep y'all entertained. He a clown, yeah. So we ain't gonna call him a troll. We don't want to confuse him with the people who lighthearted troll, do the lighthearted troll and people like they okay. So we gonna just weirdos. We just need to put a category together for niggas who do shit like that. They not trolls, they not clowns, they weirdos. Cause you gotta be a weirdo to just go around and do shit like that. Like I be having these weirdo. Oh my God, what was that? What did they call? What did she call him? Keep it G. What did she call him? Oh, keep it queer. That shit had me dying. Inside joke. As soon as I see LA Kush in my chat, then I'm about to, yeah. Whenever I see you in my chat again, I got something for you. Because what that girl called you on Clubhouse yesterday was diabolical. And niggas was laughing. That shit was funny. Yeah, I know who LA Kush is. If y'all ever see him around, that's one of Whack 100's minions. Dude my age on everything, or at least he sound like it. Yeah, you know who he is. But this girl clowned him on Clubhouse yesterday. Gave him a good little name. So we gonna rock with it every time we see him in the chat. But it was funny as fuck. Keep it queer though. Yeah, let me see, bro. Keep it Gucci, she said. Oh. It was something. That shit was funny. Oh, you heard the audio, right? Yeah, she said it on that audio where they were going back and forth about Wack trying to clear up. See, that's what people don't be peeping about Wack, right? They seen that. So I seen it a little different. Yeah, Wack was sitting in the room casually trying to defend do. Like, yeah, about the clickbait title and the clickbait video. Like, it's all clickbait from start to finish. If the title ain't clickbait, if she didn't do the clickbait title, you wouldn't have clicked on it to see the clickbait video. So it's by sheer definition, from start to finish, it's a clickbait video. So you can't defend that. The only thing you can defend and say is that wasn't that big of a deal. It was just trolling. But, you know, of course, Wack ain't gonna fully do that. But this is what I did notice. See, when you know that Loose Cannon came out and publicly denounced the exposers, he ain't make it 100% clear. But we know what's understood don't need to be explained, nevertheless. But so that happened. How Wack usually he move in all type of slippery ways, but you notice he ain't go crazy in the room. Like, nah, that wasn't what happened with that video, Blue. He was letting the people conversate about it. He was really letting the people politic. See, that's when you know Wack lining your ass up. He sat there and casually tried to defend it a little, you know. But if he rocking with you, really rocking with you, and that was to happen, he wouldn't let that situation be politicked on the stage like that. He would have been the one doing majority of the politicking. You get it? Pay attention to how he moved. Pay attention to what he done did in the past. So the fact that he really sat back and let them politic it on that stage, let you know that he lined that up. So when Loose Cannon come back and said the same way he did with the Philly brothers, he lined that shit that happened with the Philly people that came to the clubhouse. I think I posted that too. That was a lineup. Wack lined Loose ass up that day. So that's what I think. When I hear that content, that's what I hear. I hear Wack letting his people politic and say what they want to say. And then he'd just give a little rebuttal. So when Lou say something about him, be like, man, I was defending you. You ain't hear me trying to defend you in that bullshit. I was saying it wasn't. Yeah. That's what I heard in that audio. But so this video we about to play is Big Stretch hit before Tupac and Biggie. Why Reggie Jr. knows details only the remember the orchestrator would know. This is good. Just listen to this. Let's get to the content.
Block Silverback Gorilla up in here, man. Streaming over 1 million viewers and listeners and all that. Indiscretion TV, Valentino #1, Tupac channel, streaming over 2 million viewers and listeners, man. That's crazy. Y'all rock.
Pac was probably under the influence that.
Sorry about that. Real quick, Sherm, I just read your message. Yeah, man. Whenever that shit come in my chat, man, we just delete that. I don't pay attention to the chat as much as I probably should, because I'm just focusing on doing this content shit right now. But if y'all see it, snipe it out the chat. I understand that the hate they can hate on me or hate on the content, but when they doing that and they that's like picking, we don't got time for that. Just kick their ass. I don't even care. Just kick them out. I ain't even gonna question it or nothing. I don't give a shit. Just kick them out. Go.
Yo, we did that for you, bro. Fuck Big Stretch. He almost got you killed. He didn't have your back. He was behind the robber, man. Fuck that dude. And then it got back to him like, yeah, you orchestrated that, Pac. Wait a minute. I didn't orchestrate a hit out on Big Stretch. They told me they did that on a GP, on Strength. That's what I feel when I hear Big Stretch story from Veggie. I heard it. When he tells the story about Big Stretch, that's how I feel. That, wait a minute. Did y'all take it upon yourself with the help of the CIA, FBI, to handle Big Stretch? When you hear the story of Big Stretch, they hunted him down. The same way Vegas went down. Stretch died the same way the BMW was shot up. Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get some more likes up? Can I get some comments below on that? The way Big Stretch died is the same way Suge
and Pac and the BMW, you hear Vegas. They chased them for blocks. My God. And an MVP Mazda? I'm surprised the tires ain't pop out on him. It's a similar trait. In Queens, New York, you want me to believe that y'all ain't have no police badges with y'all chasing down Big Stretch? In Queens, New York, you took the private jets out there. Can we just make facts? How would they even, if we was to believe Veggie in his squeaky ass wheelchair about what happened with Big Stretch, how would that team be able to get out to New York and handle Big Stretch? Those private jets, you carried your own hammers. Nobody, Mobb Deep. Niggas want me to believe Nas and Mobb Deep gave them the hammers for Big Stretch? Come on, man, knock it off. The Supreme Team? Come on, knock it off. How did this dude from Death Row affiliate, Ma Piru, come on, that's word to Ma Piru, right? That's what they would say, right? How did this Death Row affiliate, Ma Piru affiliate, get out there with a hammer to handle Big Stretch if they ain't take those private jet planes, the same planes that he had access to when Gaddafi died? Come on, somebody. The same private jet planes that they took to the Bahamas to get rid of that hammer, Fatal Hussein's hammer in the Bahamas Ocean. They're not flying on Delta, American Airlines. These are strategically plotted by police. These stunt and air moves and gun trafficking, human trafficking. These are tactics performed by the special unit team right here that was created to take out Shakur.
As he did?
I mean, from what I understand, Pac was paranoid and felt that might be a possibility.
He definitely,
I think from what I understand, because I know the Outlaws pretty well, and I have relationships with people around, who are around Pac.
You gotta remember their age at the time.
Yeah, everyone was super young.
He kept them isolated from a lot of things. Outlaws. He treated them like soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from what I was told from people around Pac during that time was that Pac was just concerned because Stretch knew some of those other guys, and he was kind of relaying information, back and forth to try to alleviate things. But the fact that he was talking to some of the guys that they were, like the Jimmy Henchmans of the world and so forth, that they were kind of beefing with, they felt uncomfortable having him around at that point. And I guess there's also something to do with Pac was dissing Biggie and them, and Stretch didn't want to go along with that because he was cool with some of them dudes as well. That's what I heard. But you have your take on this.
Only reason my opinion is, because I don't have no first-hand knowledge of this, is number one, it happened on the anniversary date of the shooting incident at the Quad Studios with Tupac.
Yeah.
Happened on that a year to the date. Associate of ours was out there. He came back a day or two later. Pac hugged him like he was Kadada. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Someone inferring that this guy who he hugged has something to do with Stretch's murder.
That's my only reason for believing what I believe.
Got it. We'll never know, probably.
The man's dead now, so.
Oh, so the guy who Pac hugged is no longer alive.
No.
So the story probably died along with him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Snoop had talked about this incident before.
The
Nas confrontation.
Correct.
And I guess you had issue with that because you said Snoop wasn't there.
Show me on the pictures. There's pictures all there. Snoop was nowhere around that incident to make the comments that he made. He definitely wasn't in earshot of the conversation. I know him and Pac didn't talk after the conversation because at that time Pac took off when walking down the street. He was so pumped up that night, and he never had patience for the limos in any way. And the limos, you know, because it was packed. The packed park, y'all know New York. Anybody been to New York know how traffic could be and stuff like that. And he just started walking. We were staying at the X's house on Central Park East. He started walking towards that way, you know, throwing out money, handing out money to people. And so I know they didn't talk, because from there, Snoop and I took him to Angie Martinez's show, the radio show, to do the taping, where he really infuriated Tupac at.
And that's when he said he didn't have any beef with Biggie and them.
He didn't have any beef with Biggie, that he'll do songs with Biggie. You know, he's pretty much giving it up to the East Coast, which he should have, because even Pac used to try to tell everybody and try to say, it's not the East Coast we have a problem with. There's certain people on the East Coast and those that has an opinion that he has a problem with.
I mean, did Pac ever mention really the problem with Biggie? Because Biggie didn't set him up in Quad Studios.
He felt that Pac didn't come, that Biggie didn't come and check on him as it's portrayed in the movie and all of that. After he got shot, he never heard from him. And then when he was in prison in New York, he was hearing things that your boy Biggie and them had something to do with.
Who shot you? Well, you know, and I interviewed Gene Deal, and he said that Big actually tried to visit Pac after the Quad shooting, but they wouldn't let him in.
I wasn't around him then, so
yeah,
I don't know.
I got you.
But that's what when he came back to us, and he told us. And then a month after Pac was signed to Death Row, Biggie got on the radio and incited someone to shoot at the trailer.
Yeah, I remember that. Me and Trey D talked about this.
That they were in.
Yeah, Biggie got on the radio, and that during the New York video shoot, the trailer got shot up from a distance. Yeah,
from a distance. And let me say this, because I said something on another show where I call Dog Pound guys bitches. And when I said that, I wasn't talking about Trey D, Big C Style, Joe Cool, or any of them. I was talking about Daz and Corrupt. When I say Dog Pound, I just think of those two, but not Trey D or Big C Style or any of them, because they were in the trailer when they got shot. I didn't know Trey D was there until you just said that, but the ones that was in there. But the security did get them out and get them out of the trailer, and they were very appreciative of how the security reacted when that happened.
I mean, Biggie played a role in that beef. He wasn't a victim, you know.
And that's a month after Pac got out of jail.
Yeah.
So Pac was furious about that.
Right, I bet.
Reggie Wright Jr. has hinted that Stretch's K-ing may have been a revenge hit tied to Tupac. He pointed to the timing, exactly a year after the Quad Studios shooting, and suggested there may have been more.
Looking for the best music for your videos? Then you should check out Artlist.
To the story. Reggie also claimed that Tupac was seen hugging someone in the studio who was rumored to be involved in sketchy activities.
Number one, it happened on the anniversary date. The shooting incident at the Quad Studios with Tupac. An associate of ours was out there. He came back a day or two later. Pac hugged him like he was Kadada. That's all I'll say.
Walker, known as Stretch, was a member of the group Live Squad. Police say Walker was driving in Hollis, Queens overnight on his way home from his brother's house when someone in a passing car shot at him at least 3 times, causing him to crash his van.
And did Tupac go to Stretch's funeral? No. And you're like, Stretch and Pac was like this. Where did it go left? How did that relationship break down?
After the Quad shooting.
And the reason I knew my homeboys set me up is because my homeboys knew I was strapped. The dudes came straight for me. My homeboys is behind. It's like they running for the swag. My homeboys behind, and they didn't do nothing. They did was grab the and I could have bust. But they got guns, so these and coming for me, and these just sitting there. And they said, get, and they dropped to the floor. I knew it was a setup.
On November 30th, 1994, Tupac was shot at Quad Studios in a moment that changed hip-hop forever. Exactly 1 year later, on the same day in 1995, Stretch, one of Tupac's closest friends, was off in his hometown after being chased down and shot by two perpetrators in a car.
Walker, known as Stretch, was a member of the group Live Squad. Walker was only about 3 blocks away from his home right here. He didn't make it, and his family doesn't know why.
Was this a coincidence, or was this a revenge hit connected to Tupac? Well, that question seemed to be answered when neither Tupac nor other big-name rappers showed up to Stretch's funeral.
It didn't have nothing to do with what happened to you in a Quad studio. That was your man. You could have showed up at his funeral. You should have showed up and just paid your respects. Or even if you wasn't coming, you could have sent something.
The reality was that nobody wanted to be associated with Stretch after his death because his name had become too controversial. There were rumors that Stretch might have been involved in Tupac's shooting at Quad Studios. Some even claimed he was caught talking disrespectfully about Tupac, saying Tupac shot himself during the incident. Showing up at his funeral could have painted you as an enemy of Tupac. On the flip side, if you were part of the East Coast scene or aligned with Biggie's crew, who were rumored to have ties to Tupac's shooting, attending Stretch's funeral might have raised suspicions about where your loyalties lay. It was a no-win situation, and being tied to Stretch became a dangerous game. But was Stretch really connected to Tupac's shooting? Let's dig deeper. Stretch and Tupac weren't just friends. They were practically brothers. The two collaborated on several tracks together and their bond seemed unshakable. But everything changed after that fateful day in 1994 when Tupac was shot at Quad Studios. From that point on, their relationship soured, and it became clear that Tupac believed Stretch had some kind of involvement in the shooting.
And you like Stretch and Pac was like this. Where did it go left? How did that relationship break down?
After the Quad shooting.
Why did Tupac think this? A big reason was that Stretch had connections to the people allegedly behind the incident. Being from Queens, Stretch was familiar with Haitian Jack and Jimmy Henchman, two notorious figures in the New York underworld. On the night of the shooting, Stretch was right there with Tupac when everything went down. But what didn't sit right with Tupac was the fact that he was the only one targeted. Stretch, a towering figure at 6'8", and the reason for his nickname, should have logically been the biggest threat to the gunman. Yet, they didn't even try to touch him. This raised red flags for Tupac. In an interview with Vibe magazine, Tupac shared his confusion and suspicion, saying, "I was like, what should I do? I'm thinking Stretch is going to fight. He was towering over those n***s. From what I know about the criminal element, if n***s come to rob you, they always hit the big first. But they didn't touch Stretch. They came straight to me. Everybody dropped to the floor like potatoes, but I just froze up. It wasn't like I was being brave or nothing. I just could not get on the floor." Pac also said this.
And the reason I knew my homeboys set me up is because my homeboys knew I was strapped. The dudes came straight for me. My homeboys is behind. It's like they running for the swag. My homeboys behind and they didn't do nothing. They do was grab the and I could have bust. But they got guns, so these niggas are coming for me and these niggas just sitting there. And they said get, and they just dropped to the floor. I knew it was a setup.
The situation became even more questionable when Stretch passed on messages to Tupac from Jimmy Henchman while Tupac was recovering from the shooting. That's when Tupac's suspicions solidified. He started believing Stretch might have played a role in setting him up. Adding to the suspicion, Tupac had been brought to Quad Studios under the pretense of working with Little Sean, an artist managed by none other than Jimmy Henchman. Jimmy was well known as both a music manager and a feared gangster, someone who had influence both in the industry and on the streets. Tupac later opened up about why he even went to Quad Studios that night, and it's clear he had reservations from the start. He admitted that he was suspicious of Jimmy Henchman, saying, "I met him through some rough characters I knew. He was trying to get legitimate and all that, so I thought I was doing him a favor. But when I called him back for directions, he was like, 'I don't have the money.' So I said, 'If you don't have the money, I'm not coming.'" Normally, Tupac wasn't the type to charge people he felt he was helping, especially other black artists. He had a strong desire to uplift his people and help them get ahead in life. But this time, he decided to charge Henchman because he felt something was off. Pac continued. He hung up the phone and then called me back saying, "I'm going to call Andre Harrell to make sure you get the money, but I'm going to give you the money out of my pocket." So I said, "All right, I'm on my way." Tupac recalled that as they approached the studio, someone called down from above. It was Lil Cease, one of Biggie's close friends. Pac said, "That's my homeboy. As soon as I saw him, all my concerns about the situation were relaxed." But looking back, it's clear that Tupac had been lured there under false pretenses. He was the target, and whoever planned this knew exactly where he was going to be.
It's December 1st, 1994. The rare, raw footage of Tupac Shakur in a wheelchair the morning after he was shot.
The incident was initially classed as a robbery, but things didn't add up. Haitian Jack, someone Tupac had publicly disrespected in a Daily News article, hinted that the attack was about revenge. Pac had referred to Jack as a hanger-on. This was a bold move, especially in New York, where Jack and his associates were considered to have significant street influence. In an interview with Ice-T, Jack claimed that one of his associates decided Tupac needed to be disciplined. However, Jack admitted that the plan went wrong and later received a call from the associate, informing him about it.
I got the call within 30 seconds after it happened. He said, "Listen, man, I got it, homie." And it went all bad.
So someone called you up, I assume you know who it was because you answered, and they said that the job went bad.
They said, "I got that dude." Remember, I told everybody not to get at him. Somebody got at him.
While Jack didn't name the person, many believe he was referring to Jimmy Henchman. It's highly likely that Tupac was set up. Still, some argue that this doesn't necessarily mean Stretch was involved, nor did it mean Puffy or Biggie, who Tupac also accused later on, had anything to do with it. At the time, though, Tupac was understandably paranoid. He was recovering from multiple gunshot wounds and trying to piece together what had happened. In his Vibe interview with Kevin Powell, Tupac described the mental toll it took on him. "Yes, I have headaches. I wake up screaming. I've been having nightmares."
Imagine making $453,000 in a single month as an affiliate marketer without relying on Google, Facebook, or
thinking they're still shooting me. All I see is pulling guns, and I hear the dude saying, "Shoot that mother effer," and I'll be like, "Damn, I have a headache." He later shared that a psychiatrist at Bellevue Hospital told him he was experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. One thing that stuck with Tupac was how the other guys with him that night had just dropped to the floor. He said it hurt him to see them do that while he froze in place. But in fairness, they were unarmed and had guns pointed at them. What could they have realistically done? In a 2005 Vibe interview, Jimmy Henchman opened up about the infamous shooting at Quad Studios, claiming to have had a candid conversation with Tupac after the incident. According to Jimmy, he told Pac, "Nobody came to rob you. They came to discipline you, and that's what happened." This statement reinforced suspicions that the attack was far from a random robbery. It was targeted and calculated. As for Stretch, his relationship with Tupac never recovered after the shooting. Stretch had been a constant presence in Pac's life, even collaborating with him on tracks like Many Tears. However, by the time Tupac's landmark third album, All Eyes on Me, was released, Stretch's contributions had been completely removed. This was a clear sign of the growing divide between the two former friends. Stretch himself spoke about the fallout in his own vision over Tupac's act, even collaborating with him on tracks like Many Tears. However, by the time Tupac's landmark third album, All Eyes on Me, was released, Stretch's contributions had been completely removed. This was a clear sign of the growing divide between the two former friends. Stretch himself spoke about the fallout in his own Vibe interview, expressing confusion and frustration over Tupac's accusations. He said, "Me and Pac have been down from day one. Before he did Juice, before his first album. That's my man, so the interview he did in Vibe bugged me out, but I know him. He likes to talk a lot. Especially when he's upset, he'll say shh that he won't even mean. And then he'll think about it later and be like, damn, why the F did I say that?" Stretch also took issue with Tupac airing their issues publicly, saying, "In that interview, Pac was talking all that shit about thug life being ignorance and telling ninjas names and all that. I don't even understand why he went there. I've seen Pac mad times after the shooting, and he never kicked none of that shit Sasha to me. You know how he feels about the media, so why would he go and do an interview like that? He's supposed to be a street ninja. He should have kept it in the street. Ninjas on the street live by rules, man. And that rule right there, that's a rule that's never to be broken. Tupac's comments about Stretch not stepping up during the attack also struck a nerve. Pac had said he expected Stretch, who stood at 6'8" and towered over everyone, to fight back. Stretch responded, Pac saying all this shush in the interview like, I thought Stretch was gonna fight. He was towering over them. Now that dude knows I ain't never gonna be out like no B, but I ain't dumb. I ain't got no gun. What the F am I supposed to do? I might be towering over them, but I ain't towering over no slugs. Unfortunately, just 4 months after that interview, Stretch was offed in a drive-by shooting in Queens. His death only deepened the mystery and speculation surrounding his alleged involvement in the Quad Studios incident. Many believe Stretch was unfairly blamed. Several people, including Napoleon from the Outlaws, Nas and Zayd, Tupac's sister's boyfriend, have come to Stretch's defense over the years. Zayd, who was also at the studio that night, insisted Stretch had nothing to do.
Yo, why did I'm going through YouTube and salute the Rich Trapper, by the way, because I didn't have no idea. Why ain't nobody told me that on No Jumper? I'm assuming it's shit. I guess it was damn. How did I not catch that? Did y'all know that Loose Cannon called in and said he wanted to catch a fade? Did y'all catch that? Tell me in the chat if any of y'all caught that, because I did not. And I want to play it right now. I want to hear, because remember, if you was here in the beginning of what I said on my live about what Wack did on YouTube, that was a play on a shot at Loose Cannon, and Loose Cannon caught that shit. You didn't hear? Oh, we about to go to, hold on, y'all. Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. This is crazy. And I swear on my daughter's soul, I did not know, I had no idea about it until just now. I seen that Rich Trapper had did he reviewed it. Oh shit. I'm looking at the wrong shit. Man, are y'all cool? Are y'all cool with me pivoting to No Jumper really fast to play that clip? If y'all cool with it, man, then we'll double back. It ain't breaking news cause Rich Trapper got it. Damn. But we gonna play it without, I'm not gonna review because I want to hear shit. So I won't be doing no review to it. You know what I'm saying? But I should record though. I should record while I'm live, because I would definitely. I know I'm away because I want to do an actual review to this. I want to review this. That's crazy. If you was here in the beginning of what I said, what I thought, he let those people sit on that stage on Clubhouse and politic about the situation. Loose Cannon ain't no damn dummy, y'all. I told y'all, he may say he's slow and whatnot, but he ain't no damn dummy. He caught that shit. That's crazy.
The new GoDaddy Arrow has AI marketing tools to help small business.
Go right to it.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, when the hell was this live? And I thought I seen something on this live or something. Wait a minute, I thought it was before that. No, I think they were just watching it at that moment. And then boom, he calls. All right. Oh, I'm stupid. Let me grab the link. Cause y'all can hear it, but y'all can't see it. Look, I'm not that tech savvy. If anybody out there that's tech savvy and wants to, help a brother out, maybe we can figure out how we both can get to the bag on what we're doing. I don't know. We work it out. No problemo. Where we both happy. Hit me up, babe. I ain't that tech savvy, bro. I am on the phone, not on this computer shit.
And they reserve it for us.
I want to say 20 years from now, we probably won't even remember
that worked.
For
so this is where the call starts. Let's hear this shit. Remember what I said in the beginning, though.
Oh yeah, Luce was
It could be D.
Okay, let's call Luce.
It could be
Gotta wait
D.
for Brick.
You might be right.
Yeah. You gotta wait for Brick.
Wow. Like Luce,
Y'all can hear,
Brick
right?
just left. He's coming back soon, I think. But like, I seen your like missed call, man. Like, what's up, Luce?
Real quick, salute to Big Sherm, the beautiful Stephanie. Good morning, Queen. Good morning to my man D Twins. Good morning to everybody in the chat. Who else is in the chat, man? I hate to leave people left out. Lou from the Lou. Salute to Lou from the Lou, man. Hey, man, appreciate you always pulling up. Stephanie always pulls up. As far as the picture on here, she's so pretty. She's so beautiful. Salute to you. Sherm in the building. So salute to everybody in the chat. Let's get to the clip. Let's get to this clip, though.
No, y'all got this shit all wrong.
Oh, really?
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Speak on it, my nigga.
Clarify.
Let's get it right.
D Twins, you a hater. You keep hating. I'm gonna do a Rich Trapper and stop and go. Salute to Rich Trapper, boy. He be having me dying.
Get it right, because at the end of the day, it's like, it ain't no beef, because nigga, if it's beef, I'm gonna get at a nigga. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, got you.
And I'm gonna wreck some shit.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody fucking with me.
That's
So
tough.
at the end of the day, it's like, I tell, when somebody try to twist up content and run content playing,
Yeah.
homies, I take offense to it, because it's my life.
Facts.
So when you do that, I'm not one of these other niggas on the street. So I'd rather a nigga do it not when I'm in a position of like going to jail or things is in shambles.
Yeah.
If you gonna run content, nigga, make sure that I'm straight and then bring your content and be funny with it. But when you do it,
Let me change
just
the title.
So who made content though? Who made content?
Black made content. So when he made content on Clubhouse, you know,
Okay, what he say?
no, he
Damn, let him
just did, like,
finish.
some content shit. So
Okay, got you.
when he was like, listen to his wife's voice, it's not trembling or it's not doing that. Oh, 6 like, bro, now you put in a whole nother element and you how bitches popping it. You get what I'm saying? So I got face for everybody. And no nigga want to get in with me, no 6-0. So I'm not even worried about none of that.
Wait.
Nigga, I want to squabble your mark ass, nigga. What are you talking about, bud?
He
wasn't even talking about you.
He's talking about whack, but then you jumped in and said,
he know I gotta say that.
"Ah, man, loose." Wait.
That's
loose.
how y'all flirt.
Loose. When you say you got face for everybody, man, who you talking about, man?
I'm talking about anybody that's popping in there thinking, nigga, I ain't dangerous. Nigga, don't get it fucked up like I'm a...
Lush one just called you autistic. Nigga. Did you know that, Luce?
Hell no, but Lush, I'm gonna slap that ball spot in your head, nigga.
Damn, somebody said exactly that like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I
He said they gonna
fucking watch
slap
it.
that ball spot.
I was speaking to your intelligence, Luce.
Listen, I'm trying to tell these niggas like they've been running police content. 6-0.
Who running police content, Luce?
Bro, you know these niggas running police content.
Nigga, 600 in them is running police content.
Oh, come on. Okay, yeah. Let's not talk about that because that's
we talking about it.
Because that's serious. If I
you don't want to talk about
it. Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah, how about that shit?
No, I'm just saying like niggas running police content, bro.
And that being speaking about open what?
Listen. I express not to keep doing that. Don't do that. Don't do that because they associate all of us together. So when you do it and I'm not in agreement on that, nigga, I'ma flip out. So nigga, I don't give a fuck who it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
With all the bullshit. So
I believe that they taking the route of if they can't beat them, they trying to put them on the frying pan. I feel like nigga, if you just go ahead and if you hate a person, you don't go that route. It's a whole nother route that gangsters go.
Yeah, it's dead home. So at the end of the day,
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear Loose Cannon say that. Mr. DEA written on the money, allegedly. Now, I done heard that story out there a couple of times. Now, you know your handler is them people. So now I'm a little confused at what you saying. Because it all sounds good. You know? But I know a smoking mirror when I see one. What is we talking about here, bro? You knew that man is working. You know that. You can't work up under an informant like that, man, and then talk it like you don't like the man talking about the open cases and the this and the that. What? That's what makes me think all this shit is some type of play. Cause who you playing on? You can't be that naive to not know that man working and then you have accusations of working. DEA written on the money, working. And Brick know all this. What is Brick talking about? So we still playing for content, okay.
It's like, I'm not with the putting the nigga in jail or waiting for a nigga to get in jail. When I run across that nigga, we're going to have issues. We're going to bump heads and we're going to get to it. That's
Savage Astro, hit me up. My Instagram is in the description of all my videos.
Or nigga, when you put in open cases on niggas, like, bro,
You're welcome, Stephanie.
y'all got that.
Because I thought exposures was for exposing rats.
Yeah, rats, paperwork, and shit like that.
And people with other charges. Yeah.
On crib. So when it goes to a whole nother level, like, bro, I'm not gonna do it. Nigga, let's go down to the block and nigga and get our man or something like that. That's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if
Mr. DEA written on the money.
Luce, was this a long time coming? Because like it's kind of crazy because y'all was just on the phone a couple nights ago, and it seemed like y'all was straight.
Yeah, we was, but see, when you express certain situations, right, and you say like, this don't look right, cuz, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We trying to give a nigga a heads up. No, nigga, you still telling. 6-0, you telling.
Wait, hold on. Whoa, who telling?
Bro, any nigga that's talking about an open case is telling, bro. I don't care how they want to slice it and dice it. Oh, we warning the nigga. We ain't warning the nigga. Nigga, you telling. Crib Street.
You talked to Wack about this already?
I already talked to Wack about that. I told cuz I don't agree with it.
So we running the fuck Wack campaign.
No, Wack is not doing it. Nigga.
Oh.
Have you seen Wack do it?
Nope. I don't think so.
Exactly.
So is Wack no longer the exposers either, or like how's that work?
No, listen, they got their whole thing. Is 2 of them left. You get what I'm saying? So, nigga, I'm just the one, the muscle, the funny one, and nigga, what everybody feared. Dead homies.
So 600, you bust her ass on the chopping block, big yellow bitch.
No. But at the end of the day, it's sweetie.
Thank you.
Hey, but thank you, man. Hey, Luce.
What's up?
Man, Luce, listen, man. Hey, listen, bro. We appreciate you, man, for like calling in. Listen, man, we gonna holler at you, but bro, I keep telling niggas, man.
With big homie CC too.
Hey, listen, bro, like that nigga has no clout. He's a peon. If he's fucking transgenders, bro, hey, listen, man. I don't even know, like, listen, right what to say, right? Because, bro, I try to get canceled by that community. You feel me? So, like, I don't even know like how to go in on him, right? Because, bro, you know, like you say something wrong about that community, bro, it's raps. You feel me?
Yeah, but it's not the community doing wrong. It's somebody that's in the problem, and he don't want to speak out and be himself.
Oh wait, question, right? Who sent you the video of allegedly, right? Because you know I don't want to get sued. Allegedly, Big CC like face fucking a transgender.
Hey, that's a fact, Sherm. That's a fact he did. That's a Fendi fact. This shit is like gang goofy to me. I'ma just be honest with you, right? Brick, he tried to get you fired, brother. Like, he really tried to get you fired. He really tried to get you up out of there. He sat right next to Wack 100 when he was talking about you have a you may have a fair case. You may have did some telling. Put your business out there. He sat right there. You even helped encourage and push that narrative. Now all of a sudden, all is forgiven. All is forgiven, right? For the world to see. Look at this. It's a beautiful thing. So beautiful. I love to see when people patch shit up. I would never let anybody ever in my life play with me like that for content or any otherwise. I don't give a fuck what it is. You would never play with me like that. You got one time. Just one time. And then what y'all about to listen to next is Flacco talk a whole lot of shit about somebody he wouldn't dare say to his face. I just want to remind y'all of that. See, it's cool. Niggas is real tough. When they talking, they popping it thousands of miles away from the person that they popping it about. But I guarantee you wouldn't be popping it like that in their presence with no protection around you either. Peons and this and that and all that shit you about to say about big homie CC. But you wouldn't say that to that man's face. And you ain't got nothing to do with it. That's a loose problem. What did it change when a man has a problem with another man that all these other men jump in to what? Defend and protect that man? When did that shit start? Listen, man, if I got an issue with somebody, if it's somebody like in the chat or something like that, that's a little different. Y'all can go wild. But if I got a legitimate issue with somebody, I don't need no help. I don't need no tag-ins. I got it. I got it. I promise you I got it. I don't like that shit at all. That shit gang goofy.
The trend.
Oh, she said, wait, pause. Wait, pause, bro. Loose. How do you get loose?
Not the meat.
No.
One of my spies. So she's.
Oh, okay. Right?
She, whatever they want to be identified as.
Yeah.
They sent it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look what I got here.
I was going to ask,
Full
bro.
of time to die.
How did you get,
I think the same
bro,
shit.
How do you get this much dirt on people, bro? Like, that's what I'm going to ask. But if it's a spy.
He just said he has spies.
Oh, that's how you find dirt? Like you have spies and pay for information?
Yeah, the FBI.
Because at the end of the day, everybody have a price. You get what I'm saying? So if I was to start digging and tell people to go in, you get a bonus at the end of the month. Bring me that paperwork. Bring me something that they don't want to see or find out in their closet. And here we go.
Man, listen, man. I'm so glad that you and Brick squashed it, bro, because I don't want to wake up one day, man, and you and Brick is trying to expose people.
What the fuck? We ain't squad.
All of a sudden, he got spies. I'm so glad I'm an open book. Can't nobody shame me and me. Can't shame me no more than I shame myself. That's why I say we have to educate the youngins to not be sheep. There's too many sheep in wolves' clothing sitting here pretending to be something that they ain't, sending the wrong message to our babies, y'all. Like, that's what everybody that's in here listening, you got a voice. You got an opportunity, especially in today's climate, to use your voice. Do something about it. You may not want to be behind a mic like this every day, but you know somebody that might want to be. And you can write. Or you can coach. Do that then. Use your voice from behind another voice. Whatever you got to do. But you need to use that voice and then teach these babies that they got a voice and they don't have to be sheep. And if they don't stand for something, they'll fall for anything. See, that shit is important to teach these babies because right now in this climate, we have too many sheep in wolves' clothing.
Why shit?
Man, bro, listen, man. Man, listen, bro. I'll send the text messages, bro. He trying to bail you out, bro.
That's what you do to your ops. You bail them out because you want them in the streets.
You don't want them in jail.
But he is a solid individual, and I fuck with that.
I mean,
it didn't matter how our odds or what we been through.
Okay.
At the darkest time, you get what I'm saying?
Please don't kill each other, man.
I expect to do that.
Hey, Roll Rave, you can go to no, because I'm gonna be respectful this one time. You can go to No Jumper right now. click on the live button, and then you will see this live. And you can go watch it uninterrupted. You don't have to hear my mouth. But do not come on my platform and tell me what the fuck to do on my platform. Respectfully. See, that be the ignorant shit I don't like. I'm a reaction channel, sir. Or ma'am, I don't know what you may be. Whatever you identify as. I'm a reaction channel. So I'm going to react to the content. See, when I first heard this clip, I heard it on my man Rich Trapper's page, right? But I didn't want to react to a reaction, so I went and got the content and so I could react to it. I didn't comment under his page and say, "Oh, here you go reacting to the content, so let me." No, for what? Why would I need to be that ignorant and belligerent when I can just go to where the content is at? Your comments, people like you that do that type of shit, is super unnecessary. It shows more about the ignorance of you than me, because I'm a reaction channel. Not to mention, there's rules to doing content. You can't just sit here and play someone's fucking content and not react to it. That's how your page gets struck. See, that's why you need to do your research before you use them Twitter fingers to say a whole bunch of bullshit that don't nobody give a damn about. See, now, because of you, I done interrupted the content that these people want to listen to, because your dumb ass want to say something in my comment section that don't nobody give a damn about. But your voice do matter, sir. So I hope you use it in a more productive kind of way.
Yeah, I doubt that is.
Man. Hey, loose, man. Hey, loose. Hey, man. Listen, bro. Thank you for calling in, man. Hey, listen, man. I'm looking forward to your video on Big Homie CC filming the like the coochie snatcher, right? So sorry, the alleged coochie snatcher. Okay,
disrespectful, there, Flacco.
The Gucci snatcher.
No,
the pussy snatcher.
Gucci.
No, listen. I seen the lawsuit. And the lawsuit is accusing him of being a coochie snatcher.
Oh, that's what he was doing. Oh, I think
Here go the narrative spreading.
So he's an alleged coochie snatcher, and now he's also a bussy buster. So, sorry, alleged bussy buster. Feel me?
He's a Gucci. He's a Gucci stealer.
I did not watch it because when I heard trans, I didn't want to see trans suck dick. You feel me? So
Yeah, I'm cool. Smooth.
No, don't watch it. Just go look at the shit. You don't see it like that shit crazy.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, man.
But see, Rave, here's the thing, though. You think that's respectfully, but it's not. I'm a reaction channel. How can you tell a reaction? If you come to a reaction channel to tell a person that's doing a reaction, hey, bro, play the content, I don't care if you think you saying that respectfully. That's just disrespectful. Like, who's gonna let's see that and take that as respect? Like, I don't know what world you live in. I really don't. It'd be different if I wasn't a reaction channel, sir. You know what I'm saying? Then I say you may have an argument there. And listen, what's so crazy about this shit right here? When I'm watching other people's shit, I feel the same way. I hate when they have to stop and go and stop and go and stop and go, but I know why they have to do it. See, I know why, because I'm in the field. But it's not like I like it. I don't like it no more than you like it, if I'm being honest with you. But I know we have to do it. Because you know why? These people don't play fair. Especially when you're not an echo chamber with your content. Now, if I was saying they praises and doing the ass kissing, like what Flacco was doing right now with Loose Cannon about Big Homie CC, something that he don't have nothing to do with, I wouldn't have to probably worry about that. See, but I'm not going to do that. So I definitely got to watch my you-know-what. Respectfully.
I'm going to tap in, okay? All right, let's peace out, man.
It seemed like the relationship between Brick and Luce is like, remember that old comic Spy versus Spy? It's like
no, he okay.
Bizarro World
or King Von and FBG Duck, where they can hop on live and and trying to FaceTime each other.
Hopefully it's not that serious. Like, yeah.
I'd say Spy versus Spy.
Yeah, it's like they're.
You remember?
Y'all still want to listen to No Jump, or y'all want to go back to the Tupac ish?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But here, man,
the niggas with the long nose and
Exactly.
wear different colors.
This was interesting.
They're trying to attack each other the whole show.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Teyana Taylor, man. Can we click on that settlement? So Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert divorce has been final, and she's walking away with $10 million in property, a 7-figure check.
Here's how I got my team to use Monday Sales CRM.
Y'all want to go back to the Tupac content?
Let me start by saying it's so
y'all
easy.
want to check out a little more of this No Jumper?
And all the cars, I believe the cars like total up to like 500,000. You feel me? So
She wasn't broke when they got together, though.
He was on a $90 million contract when they got together.
Yeah, obviously, like he's big.
And she was a D-list artist. Yeah. So this is this is Iman Shumpert shit. This is Iman Shumpert shit.
She wasn't a bum. She wasn't nobody.
Of course not. She's probably making like what, $1 million a year,
something like that.
You're not buying $10 million in property with men. Okay, cool. So Iman Shumpert is forking this over, man. So
hey, that's
my take to
real
y'all, man.
talk,
is getting
bro.
married still worth it?
Hell no.
What happened to Dodge Network, y'all?
Don't even want to raise all the kids no more.
But why would Teyana like want that shit when she already has?
What do you mean? That's a come up. She hit a stupid lick.
Bro. But to put herself in a position where we're viewing her as a come up, it's like, come on, bro. Like,
and
you
on
better
top
than
of
this.
all that, you gotta get that bitch 8 bands a month.
But 8 bands a month for him
school.
though is like $100
That's for the private school.
No.
Kids.
No.
Yeah, D Twins, I'm good on. I just want to hear that shit right there, man. Flacco gonna really piss me off though, bro. Like that dude there, man, I understand we all got a voice. Yes, we do. But god damn it. There need to be some restrictions on this shit. Cause he dangerous with his mouth. He real dangerous with his mouth. Hold on, what the?
LOXD block, silver.
All right, so look. So on this one, we're not gonna go back to the other one because the other one was almost over anyway, and I was just giving you a little bit of insight into the different pieces. Like with Stretch, I heard about that story with Stretch too. I had no idea that Stretch at the end had so much disgust for Pac because they loved each other so much. But the story that I was hearing a while ago was compelling to that maybe he has something to do with that Quad studio. And what Tupac said, man, Tupac was on point with that. If you really been in the field, you know. When Tupac said, when them niggas ran up in there, they knew he had the woo-wop on him. They knew he had the woo-wop on him. And when they ran in, usually you take the biggest person down first. Off the top, like what do we even? You ain't even got to be in the field to use that. That math is mathing, right? Wait, come on. Common sense tell you take the biggest one down, the biggest and the closest one down first. They went right at him right away, like nigga, if you even reach. So they knew somebody tipped them. And the only people that would know would be the people in Tupac's camp. And him and Stretch had some divide, and Stretch rubbed elbows with the people who did that. Math is mathing, right? That math is mathing. They didn't touch them. They just had to play along with the event till it was over with. They went right at Pac. Nobody else didn't even think to touch the big dude or the other dude. Definitely was a setup. Was it Stretch? I don't know. That's alleged. In this video, Suge Knight got sentenced, and Reggie Wright Jr. helped plot it on I don't know, my man. My salute to Discretion TV, though. Suge Knight got sentenced, and Reggie Wright Jr. helps plot on Tupac and Biggie Smalls. That's what I think he was trying to say. But anyway, we're going to get to it now. Let's get to this.
Back gorilla up in here, man.
This video, by the way, this video was just recently dropped, so y'all know that I'm doing the most recent videos from Discretion because he's following this situation as it goes. So this is like one of the most recent ones.
Streaming over 1 million viewers and listeners and all that. And Discretion TV, Valentino #1, Tupac channel, streaming over
2 million viewers and listeners, man. That's crazy. Y'all rocking on.
Responsible. Now, Reggie Wright Jr. denied that allegation and told ABC in a phone interview, "Good luck finding someone saying that. That's credible. It's heartbreaking they keep dragging in my name. I didn't have anything to do with that. One of the worst days of my life when I heard that happened."
27 more judges ruled Knight violated probation on an earlier assault charge. And as Chris Blatchford reports, it means one of music's most powerful men could spend 9 years in prison.
Marion Suge Knight sat and watched with a glum look on his face as his attorney David Kenner made a last-ditch effort to keep the Death Row Records boss out of prison. Once more,
David Kenner cannot be trusted,
of a
y'all.
rumble at the MGM Hotel in Las Vegas. Kenner insisted it shows Knight trying to break up the fight. But prosecutor Bill Hodgman, in his closing statement, argued Knight clearly was an aggressor in the attack on a rival Crip gang member.
It was a violation of the law, and in turn, he violated a condition of his probation, and I asked this court to find just that.
And Judge J. Stephen Zuliger, explaining he watched the videotape another 24 times in his chambers, agreed it is very clear Knight was an active participant in the assault.
I do find a violation of probation. I also keep in mind, I think the way he left the scene evidenced a consciousness of guilt. I think he had been involved in an assault, and the way he left the scene causes me to believe that he knew exactly what it was he was doing.
The judge described it as a violent rat pack attack, noting Knight kicked the victim at least once.
He has a history of violence, and I am concerned for those people that are out in the community that are potential victims of his assaultive behavior.
Suge sat fidgeting after the judge indicated it is his inclination to send him to state prison. Defense attorney Kenner says he is very disappointed.
I have trouble in not believing that what happened today is a reaction to the overall general animosity that appears to exist in the law enforcement community with regard to Mr. Knight's record label, Death Row Records.
His probation revoked, Knight faces a possible 9-year prison term. Now in county jail without bail, he awaits the judge's final sentence in February. So the remaining question at this point is how much time will Suge Knight spend behind prison bars?
An investigator who claims that new witness testimony can confirm Davis was not in Las Vegas at the time of the shooting, as well as witness information saying Shakur was stable before his passing. And lastly, Davis's attorneys claim new information in the case alleges another party, Reggie Wright Jr. and his security, may have orchestrated the shooting.
Oh, Reggie Wright said that police came to his house to investigate the Tupac shooting and your involvement in it.
That's what I don't understand. Why do they keep asking this crooked ass cop shit? You know what I'm saying? Why they keep asking this crooked ass cop shit, man? Just like I said, when he said, "Bet you keep you getting locked up for Tupac murder," and I said he need to be right in handcuffs with me for Biggie murder, because I know he had his hands in that shit. That's what was my get back to him.
In California, after Tupac died, that was a bad choice for them to make.
With the East Coast, West Coast thing, like I told some before, it's just a situation where it was just me and Pac had our little differences or whatever. But I'm here to take over, say that it's all over with. I'm in the West right now. If you need me, if you want to see me, talk to me, whatever you want to do, cool. Now's the time. Call on up.
And they all on Power 106, and they just all over the radio stations, and and Pac is dead now. I'm like, what the fuck is these dudes thinking about? And it's already a undercurrent grumbling happening in LA. Like, these niggas got a lot of nerve. They just think they gonna just come out here. I'm serious. These is now all the gang dudes in LA. And I'm talking about Mexican gangs too. This had none of this, wasn't just black gangs saying, you don't get them motherfuckers.
Just as you finish one video, lots more briefs roll in. Artlist helps you work faster with a curated catalog of premium assets and tools, all in one place, so you'll never have to compromise on quality. Find the perfect song in seconds. Edit faster with advanced extensions. Turn scripts into voiceovers in multiple languages. Collaborate with your team in real time. And color grade videos to perfection. More efficient, more creative, no limits. Create videos at scale with Artlist.
Yeah, man, y'all, my bad. My bad. I'm on
Great.
fucking club.
The new GoDaddy Arrow has AI marketing tools to help small business.
Hey, what's up, big?
Kading argues the police were not involved and the hit was carried out by blood gangsters. Russell Poole has always argued that dirty cops did it.
You know, had it been just your ordinary drive-by shooting by some unexperienced gangbangers, we would have solved it a long time ago. No question about it. But you got to think to yourself, well, who could do this and get away with it? You got to get into their minds. Cops.
Yeah, we need an ambulance on Fairfax and Wilshire. Please, Los Angeles. We have a man shot. We have a man shot. Okay, hold on. I'll get right on the corner of Wilshire and Fairfax. We're man shot in our car right now. We're in the car right now. We're on to the hospital right now. I don't know. I'm not from here. I'm from New York. Is the body that was shot in your car? No. I mean, you said you're going to the hospital car right in front of me. What hospital are you going to?
Nigga, that was a pro.
Absolutely. Somebody set him up. Now, the conclusion recently, within the last week or two, the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the FBI released a 349-page document saying that in their findings that Suge Knight and Reggie Wright orchestrated and put a hit on both of them, Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur. That was the FBI's findings after they released their findings and decided to close the case on that murder investigation for them too. Now, that's what they wanted to do. The FBI did that. And the only reason why they can't bring anyone to trial is because they had 17 informants, and all of them said no, they wouldn't testify. So if you don't have no one to testify to the facts, you don't have a case, and the DA is not going to take it. So
I was there that night Biggie got killed. And so were some of the LAPD officers we talked about. I would put money on LAPD's involvement, you know. They're all not on the force anymore, so I guess it doesn't matter, but...
He's 2 feet away farther than Tupac, and he sees nothing.
Has he been cooperative?
I would say no. We spent 3 days trying to get him here. I mean, this is a guy joined at the hip with Tupac.
He says that he's his brother, and he wants to solve this case.
Maybe a half-brother. He didn't try too hard.
One theory is that the shooting involved East Coast-West Coast rivalry of the rap music industry, but investigators don't think so.
That East Coast-West Coast stuff was a lot of hype. Las Vegas homicide. I got a message here that you called. It says it's involving the Tupac shooting.
America's Most Wanted has learned what may be the key to this mystery, a struggle over some very expensive jewelry.
Sources say what triggered the fight in the hotel lobby can be traced to an earlier incident that happened here at the Lakewood Mall near Los Angeles. They say someone robbed a death row employee of a gold necklace emblazoned with the company logo. They say it's just one of a series of incidents that would lead to the death of Tupac Shakur. Tupac was rarely seen without a big gold or diamond necklace, but this flashy accessory may have been a trophy to some. Rumor has it there was even a bounty on necklaces worn by death row employees. Remember this medallion Tupac was wearing the night of the murder? Well, sources tell us that someone tried to snatch it off his neck. We're told Tupac spotted the man who tried to rob him. That's the reason for the scuffle and perhaps the murder. After Tupac's death, gang violence in the Compton area of Los Angeles increased dramatically.
There were probably somewhere in the neighborhood of a dozen shootings, at least one of which was a homicide. May have been 2.
Police struck back with Operation Heatwave, rounding up suspected gang members. Las Vegas detectives came along looking for leads.
Among those arrested was this man, Orlando Anderson, who quickly became linked to the Tupac case. Why did his name emerge above all others?
He's a person that we were just interested in talking to.
Can you say why you were interested in him specifically?
No.
Getting an LLC for your business doesn't have to look like this. Just Google LLC Taylor Brands. It's totally easy.
But
back with the
Most
bruh.
Wanted has since learned that Orlando Anderson was, in fact, the man who tried to grab Tupac's necklace the night he was murdered, placing him squarely in the middle of the controversy. And remember this footage at the MGM Grand? The earlier portion of this tape was shown in court this week during a hearing for Suge Knight on an unrelated matter. Knight looked on as the video portrayed him pummeling none other than Orlando Anderson. Police have not charged Anderson, but sources say he's not been ruled out as a suspect. Because of the reluctance of witnesses, police think they could get a lot further with this case if there were a reward.
There's been nothing offered by Death Row Record, which is a multi-million-dollar business.
What does that tell you?
Well, either someone doesn't care or they're going to deal with it in their own way. I know that some of these witnesses idolize this man, but they obviously didn't care for him enough to help bring in his murderers. And that's...
real quick, I just need somebody in the chat to do me a small favor. Run over there to Starbucks, get me some type of SIE, drop it off at the house. Thank you.
It's a pretty sad state of affairs.
Lena's joining us now right here in the Crime Center. Baffling case, Lena.
Really is.
Can you tell us what's the significance of the attempt to steal Tupac's medallion?
Well, the way it's been explained to me, it's not so much that it was an expensive medallion, and it was. It was huge, gold, big chain, but it was to try and get it while Tupac's standing there with his bodyguard in a very public place. That's humiliation. That's this. And the way it's been explained to me, that's the problem.
Challenge, almost.
Very much so.
Now, there's been a lot of talk in the media lately about Suge Knight, the CEO of Death Row Records.
Correct.
Tupac's label. Tupac made a lot of money for that label. There's talk about Crips and Blood, rivalry with Bad Boy Records. Why hasn't Suge Knight put out a reward for Tupac's killer?
That's a very good question.
I'm not going to lie, Stephanie. I was hoping it was you. Thank you.
Been able to ask Suge Knight because I've tried to interview him through his publicist, through his lawyer, and we haven't been able to arrange for one. The cops say that if somebody did come forward with a reward, it would make a big difference because witnesses are very afraid to come forward, and the police believe that there are witnesses out there. We're talking about a very crowded place. This is just off the Las Vegas Strip. There are a lot of people traveling around there, but people are afraid.
Well, the police are saying they're either afraid or they don't want to cooperate.
Right.
Wouldn't you hope that someone would have the guts to call this hotline because they can remain anonymous and solve this case?
Someone needs to come forward because that's the only way this case will be solved.
It's Orlando Anderson, A-N-D-E-R-S-O-N?
O-R-L-A-N.
I'm sorry, help me out again.
Oh, you said Anderson, A-N-D-E-R-S-O-N.
Orlando, tell me, Tupac's mother filed a lawsuit Friday. What would you say to Afeni Shakur today?
I mean, first of all, you know what I mean?
When did you hear that Tupac was shot? And where did you hear it?
When I heard that Tupac was shot, when I was at home, matter of fact, I was at home, like...
No, which one? Okay.
Because he's stricken. That's not a very good sign.
You know, it was like I was like a big fan of his. To me, he was like, I mean, when you say Tupac, he was like, you know what I'm saying, Marvin Gaye rap to me.
Dad said. But it's turmoil inside the family, but you wouldn't know it.
Okay, but from the outside, it looked like
everything's gravy like a mother.
But then Tupac gets killed.
Shit go haywire.
Were you in Vegas?
No, we heard about it because they was trying to get us to go to Vegas, and we was like, dog pound. We was really on our death row shit, really. You know what I'm saying? We was already saying death row.
Surprised the shit out of me.
He said Snoop kicked him out, then he came to the hospital. Snoop never came to the hospital.
Never came to the hospital.
Because number one, Warren did a thing where he was on the talking, whatever the shit they be doing out there, and he said that Snoop had a radio. He was at Snoop House when the shit happened.
He walk out. I got a Rolls Royce. He got a Rolls Royce. He walked down the steps. I walked down the steps. We meet right here. I'm like, cuz, you going to Vegas? He do me like this.
Surprise, number one, because I didn't think Keefy D would never get arrested. Nor do I want to see him get arrested. You know, me and Keefy D played on the same Pop Warner football team. And whatever the circumstances, if he had an involvement with anything, if he didn't have any involvement in anything, I still would want to see. I wouldn't wish somebody going to prison on my worst enemy.
The DA says that Keefy D was in the car with his nephew, and that presumably his nephew, according to the DA, is the one that shot Tupac, and that it was done with the full knowledge of Keefy. Do they have it right?
It was only two people in the car. And Pac not going to tell the story. I ain't going to tell the story, but I tell you this. And I never had nothing bad to say about Orlando because, number one, he wasn't the shooter. Number two, he came to my hearing and told to let me go and told the truth. They still didn't let me go.
If you are called to testify in this case?
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Well, number one, because I'm not going to get on the stand and testify on somebody for what?
They seem to be saying that Orlando was the shooter and Keefy was in on it, that he had full knowledge of what was going down, and it was revenge for Orlando getting beaten up by Tupac and his team at the MGM after the Tyson fight. Is that correct?
No.
Then who shot Tupac?
It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I got to say about that part.
To summarize, you are saying Orlando was not the shooter, although you won't say who the shooter was. You are not saying whether Keefy was involved in any way in the shooting, and you are saying that if you're called to testify by either side, you will not comply, you will not testify. Do I have that right?
If you don't know how to make chords, this is it.
You can drag one of these chord progressions in. Boom, just like that.
Bruh. 1,000%. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't testify. None of that. At the end of the day, free Keefy D.
Fox murder did a 360.
So let me ask you this last question.
Absolutely, to answer your question, absolutely. Somebody set him up. Now, the conclusion, recently, within the last week or two, the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the FBI released a 349-page document saying that in their findings that Suge Knight and Reggie Wright orchestrated and put a hit on both of them, Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur. That was the FBI's findings after they released their findings and decided to close the case on that murder investigation for them too. Now, that's what they wanted to do. The FBI did that. And the only reason why they can't bring anyone to trial is because they had 17 informants, and all of them said no, they wouldn't testify. So if you don't have no one to testify to the facts, you don't have a case, and the DA is not going to take it. So LAPD, being Biggie's jurisdiction of where he was murdered at, and then Las Vegas being Tupac's jurisdiction where he was murdered at, they're cold case files, and it's going to take somebody to have to solve them. Do I believe that the person that pulled the trigger on both of them are dead? I would say Tupac's killer for sure is dead. The other one, I can't say as far as Biggie goes. I believe Tupac's killer is dead, though. But I believe this. It would definitely set up.
No,
both of them. It was set up.
Based on your rock uncovering and flipping over, do you or did you see or were you leading to the fact that Suge had something to do with it?
And Puffy.
Now you say and Puffy. I don't know. Here's the truth. Okay, John 8:32, the truth shall set you free. I don't know absolutely one thing surrounding Biggie's death. I cannot answer not one question surrounding Biggie's death for two reasons. One, I was no longer working with Death Row and the security company. I was long gone. By the time Biggie was killed, I was unemployed, writing my book or whatever I was doing. So I cannot answer anything concerning Biggie, Puffy, because I don't know nothing concerning Puffy being P. Diddy now. I believe that someone out of Death Row's camp knows who set up Tupac's hit, is what I believe.
Based on your rock uncovering and where you were leading and things you were seeing, do you believe that Suge had something to do with that?
What I believed in 1996,
Yes or no?
what I believe today, I would more or less point my finger to yes than no, and that being because we interviewed witnesses and people that testified on camera in my documentaries, that Suge Knight and Tupac had a vicious fight in New York at the MTV Awards, and Tupac told one of the bodyguards after he was finished with a video shoot, they were walking him to the airplane. He told this bodyguard, who's a real good friend of mine to this day, he said, "I'm a dead man walking." And he said, "Pac, why would you say something like that?" He said, "Because I don't want to go to Vegas, and I got a bad feeling about it." And that was September 6th.
Bingo.
It was a Friday because they had just finished shooting Toss It Up.
That's when the Moo Records, I think, was starting out.
Who was the
He wanted to leave.
Who was the big enticer for him to go to Vegas?
Well, here's the other thing. Everything, you guys are really good because everything that you're asking me, all these questions are in my book.
Why, thank you. We just saw the radio yesterday.
Tupac had some family matters that was going on in Atlanta, and he really didn't want to go to Vegas. He really wanted to go to Atlanta to deal with the problems that was going on with his first cousin, which was one of the outlaws. And this is in my movie, Tupac Assassination Reckoning. It's in that movie. And it's not even that I'm telling it. His family, Tupac's family, is telling it, telling that whole story. And he did not want to go to Vegas. He was not going to Vegas. And he had his mind changed and persuaded to go.
By who?
By who?
By Suge.
Does that have anything to do with him wanting to leave Death Row and start Amuru Records?
That there, when we were on Gridlock and all of that, they had already called an audit on Death Row. We were working on a set of Gridlock, and Yak Fula's mother was one of Tupac's assistants, and she came down to the set specifically to talk to myself and Kevin Hackey to tell us that there were some things going on, there were some changes going on, and they was no longer going to be working with Death Row, that they were doing an audit on Death Row because Pac wasn't getting all his money, and there was some problems.
All you gotta do is
Oh, you've never used samples like this before. This is arcade.
All right. Oh, let me start that one before that one. That's the next one. But we're not gonna do that one right now. We're gonna do that one. Hey, salute to Del Rey, by the way. Del Rey Richardson, man. Platinum songwriter, platinum producer for Death Row Records. Real talk. Been solid from day one. Very close to Tupac Shakur. So I respect when he vouches for him. Let me see here, bro. Let me see. What happened to the video, though? What happened to the video, though? Oh, I don't know why they did that. Hold on. Man, this is crazy. So let me go grab the link again. Already had the link. Well, we gonna watch this though. Then we're gonna double back, because I'm really glad the brother did. I didn't do any content on that fake play. That loose cannon and his girl, wife. I'm not sure what they are together. That whatever that was, that fake play that they ran. I didn't do content on it because I knew it was fake. I wasn't sure right away, but me and D Twins, we deciphered that shit. That shit was fake. But we didn't do content on it. Because they run pump fakes all day. But something else interesting happened yesterday.
The man.
And again, salute to Delray Richardson, man. Something interesting happened yesterday. Reggie Wright Jr. then goes live with that picture and description that the feds came and got him for the Tupac murder. Just playing in real Tupac fans and supporters and family in their face, making a mockery of this shit. This is the level of narcissism. This dude, I ain't never seen no shit like this. But I'm not shocked all the way either, because this is just a cold world, right? Just greed, envy, all played factors in this situation. And my beliefs and a lot of other people's beliefs, Reggie wanted to be Suge. He ended up to be jealous of Suge, envious of Suge. Probably, thought he was better than Suge. Tried to take death row from Suge. Getting money, writing checks off of Suge's name, stealing money. Stealing people's the credit off the music, just the royalties off of the publishing and stuff like that. Just he got caught with his dad said he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And he a disgraced ex cop who got fired for selling drugs. And from information that I then got, recent information, but all alleged, nothing is to be fact. The truck driver who was helping him get that stuff from coast to coast is, take a guess. Put it in the chat. Who do y'all think was allegedly could have been the one helping Reggie get them packages across the coast? That's how their connection comes into play. So I'm not shocked when I see Reggie Wright Jr. take a story that has been proven to be false. It was fake. It was clickbait. Then to use it to get the people over there to bomb first, to tell them that he's just trolling with it, that it's clickbait, then switch it. I think Delray say like an hour later, and put something else to start selling this book. You see how he plays in our face and uses Tupac, uses the story of Tupac to monetize off of it, but don't give a damn about Tupac. He hated Tupac. Delray breaks all that down. So we're gonna unpack this video right here, but I'm gonna look for another one where he explains why, like the real, because Tupac fired him. Let's get to it though. I'm gonna let Delray break this down, because he caught it like I caught it. I thought that was disgusting, but let's go.
Alleged to have orchestrated the murder of Tupac Shakur, Reggie Wright Jr. creates a fake post about somebody else's home being raided and titles it as if his home was being raided in regards to the Tupac Shakur murder. Ladies and gentlemen, this is fraud and capitalizing off a sad incident involving one of the greatest rappers of all time. There's no shame in this game. Let's get into some of this straight game.
Yeah.
It's not what you dealt.
Let's wake it up, Delray. I'm tired of these suckers, man.
Play each situation correctly. I remember they used to laugh at a brother.
Your talent, your style, your book.
Bruh.
Lawrence Publishing.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's your boy Delray Richardson, platinum artist, platinum songwriter, Straight Game TV. I thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Do me a favor. Click on what appears to be that little bell notification. Hit the thumbs up button. And like I always say, if you want to be one of the first people notified when I drop some of this Straight Game, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is appalling. I've told you one time before, 2 times likely, and 3 times for sure, that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. Is nothing but a fraud. I'm going to show you how Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. and Gullible John over at Bums First used a story, and I'm not really clear as to whose home was being raided. So I don't want to make any assertions or accusations in regards to that. But I do know that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. know at the time that he was on live that they knew that it wasn't his home. But yet, they would do this. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. On the left, you have what they clearly know is a lie. Using Tupac's name, using the fact that the popularity of Tupac's name and the fact that he was murdered, and Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. being an alleged orchestrator of that murder.
Let me just interrupt just for a second, dear Del Ray. Get right back to it. To my Stand on the Media family out there, man, I'm pretty sure y'all already know. I'm passing a message on. I'm just passing a message on. This is more to the 100 ENT members, specifically the African American members. I'm gonna just throw minorities in there as a whole, right? I'm gonna just throw you. We gonna just throw us in there like a big old pot of gumbo. Matter of fact, right? So I'm talking to y'all, the 100 side members, over there, and some of y'all on YouTube who also supports the 100 ENT, but you African American or minority, right? I'm just gonna pass a message. Beast passed the message to me under one of my short videos just a few minutes ago. So I said, let me go ahead and pass this message along to you guys in specific. So I just posted a short of Adam 22 saying the N-word right there on his platform for the world to hear and for the world to see. And we know how we feel about that. But let me pass along the message that Beast gave me to make sure that everybody understands who they are. And this is how they feel about you. He says, he's fed and helped so many of y'all. He's allowed to say it. 100. Let me repeat that. He's fed, speaking about Adam 22, meaning he didn't hire so many niggers on his platform that he should be allowed to say it. I'm going to say it again. He said, he's fed and helped so many of y'all. He's allowed to say it. He done gave a lot of niggers. Oh, I shouldn't say that, right? Well, you know, YouTube don't really give a damn about us, but I'm a censor moving forward. But you know what I'm saying. He has hired and employed so many of us in ours that he should be allowed to say it. So my response was, I wouldn't expect anything less from you. Shaking my head. That's on that short I just posted. If anyone cares to go over there and respond to that, you can. I'm just passing the message along as the message was passed to me, to you 100 side African American and minority supporters of what they do over there. Just so you know, that's how they feel about you. Yeah, that's not trolling. He's telling you how he really feels about you. Somebody who we can't even identify him. He's a lush, in my opinion. What are you? But then at the end, I don't really care, right? Because I don't look at a person for their skin color. I look at a person for the context of who they are. But that's how they feel about you. See, I already know. You can't tell me nothing I don't already know. Let's go.
Murder shows the blatant disrespect and disregard for Tupac's family, his friends, his fans, by posting something and knowing not only that, but in the big post, the red, breaking news. Reggie Wright raided. Breaking news. Reggie Wright's house raided for Tupac murder. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I kept it on the same picture, because after they had garnered viewers and people coming in thinking that that was true, using Tupac's name and the tragedy that happened to him in Las Vegas, Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. and Gullible John would then quickly, but sneakingly, hoping that no one grabbed the title or took a picture or a snapshot of what they were doing and then retitled it. Reggie Wright Live, clearing up all the Tupac lies and allegations. Keefe D cries on camera. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring this to you because I think you should know. I think you should be aware. And people were actually donating money, giving what they call, little donations to Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. and Gullible John after trying to capitalize. I mean, I got to put this up again. Look at this. This is sickening. This is sad. Right? And so for all of the people who talk about, what they think they know, what they're feeling about Tupac and all of these things, I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. actually pulled the security off of Tupac. This is another display of his disdain for Tupac because he knows that he can't win. And what he'll try to do is try to manipulate you, right? Fraudulently or otherwise, into thinking that somehow he cares and is concerned about Tupac and it's never been. That's the furthest thing you can understand to being the truth that you've ever heard from his lying mouth. This is the evidence right here. You can't get no plainer than this. Look. This is what they do. Look, and they garnered what, 14,000 views? I'm not even concerned about the views. That doesn't really mean anything to me. I'm talking about the capitalization, right? And the capitalizing off of a lie in relation to Tupac Shakur's death. And someone who has been clearly criminally negligent, involved in Tupac Shakur's death by blatantly pulling the security off of him on September 7, 1996, telling various lies in regards to Tupac's death, right? Suge Knight said, yes, Reggie pulled the security off of him. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. Michael Moore, Reggie told me not to carry a gun. He pulled me off of Tupac after I was on him earlier in the day in Las Vegas on the night that Tupac got shot. Right? So once again, if nothing else shows you his complicitness, should I say, involving the murder of Tupac Shakur, this right here shows you right here. It's a game. It's a game. Breaking news, Reggie Wright's house raided for Tupac murder. It's a lie. And they capitalize off of the lie, right? Pretending to want to inform the public about what Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. knows about Tupac. He knows nothing. Tupac fired him on August 27th, 1996. It's just as plain as that, right? But he's led these people on YouTube, right? Then quickly after that, not after they garnered people to jump in and they're thinking that it was true, and now somebody's house was being raided. I don't know whose house it was, right? But they would take that fake footage and use that and say that his house, Reggie the Rat Wright Jr.'s house, was being raided when they knew, in fact, consciously, that it was a lie. And as you can see on the right side, they talked for approximately 2 hours and 23 minutes trying to panhandle and get donations in reference to the lie that was posted, but then quickly
Savage. That's
changed
a fact.
the post because they knew the fraud that they had committed, but hoping that nobody really caught on to it. But we got them. We're watching them. You understand what I'm saying? So the Tupac estate, right, needs to take a very careful look at the person who they claim that is close to them, who doesn't give a damn about Tupac, never did, never will. And I don't want to claim to care about it any more than anybody else, but like I say, this is straight game TV. And we don't do nothing but straight game. We're going to report on the facts, right? And so when you see something as egregious, as disrespectful, this is no different than somebody claiming, than the young lady in claiming in New York that Tupac did something that he didn't do. Look, ladies and gentlemen, come on. What's more egregious than that? Knowing damn well that somebody else's house is being raided. Somebody may be being raided because of something that they didn't do. It could be the wrong house. It could be anything. But Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. and Gullible John chose to go online, take this live footage, and put it up and put a title, Reggie Wright's house raided for Tupac murder. Amazing. Amazing. And then try to capitalize off it. And once they began to capitalize off of it, Gullible John then goes back in and changes the title. You've been duped. You've been led astray. You've been lied to. You've been fraudulently disassociated with your money. Or should I say, you've been separated from your money through fraud, dealing with Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. and Gullible John on Bums First. I had to make this video.
Bums First.
I mean, I had people pushing me out the video. They were like, oh, look, oh, look, oh, look. And then I'm like, what? What is this? And then you closely look into the comments, and they were saying other things, that it was somebody else's house. You understand what I'm saying? I don't even know if it was the person's house that they were saying that it was, right? That's of no concern to me. But when you do this, and you know for sure that it's not your house, but you're saying that it's your house, and you're on the phone on a live call on YouTube, right? And you know damn well you sitting at home, and it's not your house being raided. It's one of the greatest travesties and frauds that has ever been committed in the namesake of Tupac Shakur. So, ladies and gentlemen, let this be an eye-opening view of what Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. and Gullible John over at Bums First. That's why I call them Bums First. This is sickening, man. They knew it wasn't Reggie's house. They knew they were lying when they put it up. They knew that they intended to defraud and separate people from their donations and money, playing to the sympathy of the public involved in this situation. They knew all of those things. Take a look one more time. There you have it. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. I told you he was a scoundrel, a snake, and a fraud. And complicit, as he well knows, in the murder of Tupac Shakur. He's criminally negligent. This is a fact without a shadow of a doubt. Your boy Delray, straight game.
The best time to start.
Straight game, man. Salute to Delray Richardson for that content. Let me go back and see. I think I'm gonna play one more. I'm gonna switch gears just a little bit. We're gonna listen to what some Suge woke up not too long ago, actually. Yeah, not too long ago. On how deep this shit really potentially can be and gets, right? I ain't saying I believe him. I'm not saying that I don't believe him. What I am saying is Snoop Dogg got a lot of explaining to do. Yeah. Because what I do know, and I'm gonna keep it brief. You and Tupac didn't like each other towards the end. Y'all couldn't stand each other. Tupac couldn't stand you. You probably was okay with being cool with Tupac. But that flight that y'all took together where you say you had the fork or something under the sweater, and Snoop Dogg, and Tupac was on the plane with Suge, and he didn't really say nothing to you the entire flight. You thought it was going to go down. See, that's the stories that I know to be true as far as there was tension like that. What happened on that plane, I don't know. Pac ain't here to explain that. Suge, I don't think it spoke on it yet. But how y'all felt about each other at the end, that was real. And then out of the clear blue sky, you start doing interviews about how much you loved them, and you was. I mean, I ain't saying that you didn't, but for whatever reason you want it to, and that could be because you want his memory to live in peace. But there's a lot of pieces that is tying you to this situation that was said in the beginning that was just like brushed under the rug and it's coming out now. And one of the biggest ones was that walkie-talkie. Yeah, that walkie-talkie. And hearing I got him over the radio. Let's get to this content. We're going to let Suge. So, the name of the video, Suge Knight. I don't know if y'all heard, some of y'all heard this already. I believe I might have did content to it. Suge Knight says Snoop is secretly trying to bail out Keefe D to hide his involvement in the Tupac in the Tupac death. His involvement. Didn't say he orchestrated it. He said he was involved. I wonder how. Let's get to it. Bring that, yeah.
Suge, happy to have you back, my man.
Nobody
Man, I
exempt.
ain't went nowhere. I'm closer than you think.
Yeah, man, I had to run it back. I mean, the people rock with you, so, you know, it was only right, man. So I got to ask you, because over the years, man, there's been a lot of confusion. When Tupac got shot in Vegas, was Snoop at the hospital?
So, Snoop didn't go nowhere near the hospital. So when it happened, as you know, for some strange reason, but now we know the real reason, Snoop did not attend the fight with us or the club, the after party at Club 662. And it was so crazy about that, we thought it was strange that he wasn't there. This is the first one he did attend. And according to Warren G and everybody else, now we know why he didn't. But to get straight to the point was this. I was at my house in Vegas, and I started calling Snoop, telling him, hey, what's up? You know? Like, it's something wrong with this situation. Pac in the hospital, come holler at him, come check on him. So he drove down, and I was at the house waiting on him. And Tupac's mother was at my house. So we back by the pool, and then the pool area is like two big guest houses. So as when Snoop come up, and there's other people out there, we walk in the back to talk. As we start talking, I said, you know, I'm on him, like, man, why you ain't here? You should have been at the hospital. And then Tupac's mother was there, and Fanny, she was like, yeah, I know you should want to see him. He told her, he was like, well, look, Tupac hates me right now. He mad at me. He hates me. So I feel bad, and that's why I didn't go up there. And Tupac's mother said, well, look, Pac was mad at me, too, for a few things I'd rather not swear to, some stealing shit, she said, right? But, you know, we all do that with our mothers. So she said, well, he was mad at me, too, but that's my son. I'm there. And if he hates you, you still want to go do the right thing and go visit him, right? So as we start talking, Snoop just start crying and fell down and start throwing up, like literally throwing up, right? So we looking at him like, damn, what happened to this dude? So once he get up and explain to him, and we didn't think weird, nothing weird. We just thought he really emotional right now and he throwing up, So when he got himself together,
now I didn't heard Snoop Dogg tell this story and say that happened at the hospital. That he went and visited Pac and the mother. Y'all heard him tell that story, right? I know y'all heard. Man, I should have put that damn clip up. But he tells the story that when he went to go visit Pac in the hospital, and Afeni Shakur, rest in peace, pulled him to the side and told him, that crying is like Tupac wouldn't want to see you like this. Clean yourself up, get yourself together. And he had passed out and threw up and all that. He says that happened at the hospital. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Suge say that happened at his home in Vegas? Why would someone lie about something like that?
We still talking to him. Pac's mother says it's gonna be all right. He said, look, Boo Boo is pregnant. That's Shantae, Snoop's wife, by the way. That's the homegirl. She good people. So he told both of us that Boo Boo's pregnant. If it's gonna be a boy, he gonna name him Tupac, after Tupac. She had a boy, and they named him Cordell. That's Snoop's last son with her. So I don't know where you get all the extras from, but they had a conversation at the hospital and all that. That's absolutely not true. Say less, if you know what I mean. But instead of just saying less, since I've been in here,
salute the Suge,
Snoop
bro.
and other people been having people trying to bail the guy out, Keefy D, because he
Suge
talks
says, say less, if you know what I mean.
too much. Raising them trying to do stuff for Puffy because they say he talking too much. They even had somebody talk to me and say, hey, you can help him get free. I said, look, I don't have nothing to do with none of that, and I'm not leaving prison to go to nobody county jail. To the point they were saying, well, you can't leave and sacrifice a little bit in the county jail to stop that black man from getting life? Hell the fuck no. I ain't wishing bad on him at all because I don't want to see nobody go to prison. And like I told you last time, since I found out.
I'm pretty sure because he done told that story on multiple platforms. The one I'm talking about, he was being interviewed by a lady, and I'm trying to think who was it? Was it was it Oprah or something? It was a lady who was interviewing him. But I'm pretty sure he done told that story on multiple different platforms. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you just peep Suge telling, hey, you talking too much. They was trying to bail Keefy D out because Keefy D talking too much. They wanted Suge to come tell the truth on what he knows because he can be the only one, He was there. Creditable. I mean, I don't know if you want to call him creditable or nothing, you know what I mean? But he was there. And he said, hell the fuck no, I ain't touching that. I ain't had nothing to do with that. So I ain't coming to help save or none of that. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that.
More details about certain things. I probably would go to the Vegas County Jail if me and Keefy D with Sellies. We have a good conversation after I give him, six upside his head, another 6 in his body, and another 2.
Now, the reason why I wanted to actually play this clip is for that right there. See, that has been racking my brain since I first heard it. 6 to the body, 6 to the head. 6 to the what? What'd he say? To the gut. 2. That's the same number. Ain't that the same number as that Club 662 in Vegas? Because I really can't figure it out. What you think that subliminal message was from Suge? 662. Same number as that club in Vegas they were trying to open, right? or do I got that wrong? But if I didn't, what you think that subliminal message was about?
But yeah, that's definitely didn't happen with Snoop didn't go to the hospital. That's a lie.
I want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. You said that Snoop, he trying to bail Keefe D out of prison?
Well, this is the thing. First of all, you got to understand, him, Puffy, Ray J, all those dudes, they got Puffy ties. And apparently, Keefe D telling it all. You know what I mean? And the more he talked, the more they'll get hurt about the situation. And, you know, it's always a sad situation when
be careful, shit.
We allow everybody to get into these events of wars or whatever you want to call it, because we all lose. Sometimes people lose their freedom. Sometimes people lose their life. But it's bad for business. And it's terrible for the culture. You know, me personally, I take full responsibility of any actions I did, regardless if it was great things or bad things. And we got to learn that we should all be able to be friends and get along and be able to be allies and respect each other. But we don't supposed to let a person come from a whole nother coast and start a war in the city that's not going to end up well. And what I mean by that, my opinion, it happened twice. When you listen to James' interview, and he's saying how, you know, James lived in the South Side neighborhood. He said how Puffy was coming over there throwing money around to have Tupac killed and have me killed. He played his part in the situation because he never said nothing to nobody. So his involvement. So, and you don't got to take my words, take his own words. So that played a role in changing the culture of hip-hop. And I also feel that Puffy also, he didn't do it on purpose, but some of the things he did took another great rapper from the West Coast from us, which is Nip. I mean, Nip was just doing fine. He was doing stuff for his community. He was doing stuff with his homies. He was doing great things as an artist. And what I love about Nip, that Nip, YG, man, those dudes was real brothers. Even though they represent two different colors, they was real brothers. And that was a real proud moment to witness that. And the reason why I blame Puffy for that, because once Puffy started messing with Nip, one, like I say, it's my opinion, going by what everybody else say, Puffy the one got these dudes on hardcore drugs. You know, everybody smoke a little weed, have a little drink, but he was introducing these guys to different type of level of drugs. He was going around doing videos and saying, you know, he the big homie of LA. He run those dudes. Like I said, I wasn't there personally, so I just can't say it. This is my opinion. So when you start doing those things, that creates a lot of jealousy. That creates in-house stuff. Not saying they had something to do with Nip, so I ain't on that page. I'm just saying whatever the case may be. So we got to fix that.
Ever wondered why you should
Oh
get an
man, I had to
LLC
go
with a third
try to
party
find
when you
that
can
clip.
do?
Thank you, Stephanie. You so sweet. I was just playing though, but thank you, man. I really appreciate it, man. I might try to find somebody to pay that one forward, because I was really just teasing, but you sweet for that. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Oh, I like Stephanie. Stephanie cool. Yeah. Let's listen to Snoop real quick. I promise you, I'm gonna end this live. But that's interesting that, you know, Suge said, like, you know, he never went to the hospital. That ain't what Snoop's saying though. Let's see what Snoop say. Let's see if it's
Right
gonna
after I heard Tupac got shot, and I was so weak I damn near fell over. I immediately flew to Vegas, and I walked in the room, and I seen him laid out on the bed with all kind of tubes in him. And his mom came over to me, and she grabbed me, she held me up, and she said, "Baby, you got to be strong." And I went and sat next to him and was whispering to him, telling him I loved him and to hold on and he was gonna be okay. And even in that moment, his mom was thinking more about me than herself and showing me how to love strong. Right after I heard Tupac got shot, and I was
Interesting, right? He said he flew immediately to Vegas, went to the hospital, seen Tupac, and like I told you, and his mama pulled him to the side. But that ain't what Suge is saying though, right? Yeah, that's not what Suge is saying. Let me see if I can grab this.
So normally I got two security.
I want y'all to hear it. I want y'all to see it. Now, real quick, this is the last clip, and I'm gonna get up out of here. This is Snoop Dogg explaining what happened between him and Pac the last time that they, had words. This was his energy. And again, thank you, Stephanie. You sweet.
So normally I got two security with me that fly on a private plane. Suge got his homies, Pac got his security. We get to the private plane, Suge like, they can't go.
Your security.
They can't go. Security like, all right, well, come on with us, dog. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stay down. I'm riding with them. Like, this either the moment you gonna kill me, and we're gonna get some clarity in this air. We got a 5.5 hour flight. I ain't got no security. You ain't feeling me right now. So I sit down, and I'm like, they still don't say nothing to me. Now we finna take off. I'm like, all right, I see what's finna happen. I've been around these, I know how they get down. I grab me a knife and a fork, get my blanket, 5.5 hours like this. Sit in the back of the plane, all the way in the back. I'm the last seat. So somebody gonna get killed. If I'm gonna get killed, somebody dying with me. So normally I got two security.
That's what Snoop Dogg said was the last time he seen Tupac and talked to Tupac or had words with Tupac before he died. This is what I'll say, and I'll close. What's in the dark gonna come to the light. What I will say is not to try to defend Snoop Dogg, but in Snoop Dogg's defense, though, I don't think Snoop is that type of person that's just out there looking for trouble, looking to do something to somebody, or nothing like that. If someone is trying to put a hit on you or do something to you, you best to protect yourself. And I definitely think it was on with him and Dr. Dre. Both of them. I don't think that they were the two people that would just go out of their way to be this malicious. You get me? So before we just condemn them and beat them up and say, how could you? And self-preservation will always kick in at some point, or should rather kick in, because I can't say everybody, would be on alert. But self-preservation does have to kick in at some point. I think Snoop Dogg got forced into being involved. If allegedly, don't know, have no facts. If he was involved, he definitely was forced to be involved. He didn't do that because he wanted to do that. What tells me that, though, if it is true, is his relationship with Reggie Wright. He can't stand Reggie Wright. And Reggie Wright can't stand him, but Reggie Wright does the same thing with Snoop that he does with Dre, that he does with Suge. Whenever they talk and tell a story or tell what happened when they were actually there, Reggie Wright Jr. goes out of his way to correct them. Y'all don't think that's odd? Because I do. How you gonna correct someone's story when you wasn't even there? It's almost like you're trying to correct them to keep the lie straight. And how can you say that you went to the hospital to visit Pac and tell that same story of Afeni Shakur putting you to the side and consulting you when Suge said you never went to the hospital on his watch? In that same or similar story, he tells that it happened at his house in Vegas with Afeni Shakur there. Unfortunately, rest in peace, Queen, she's not here to tell her side of the story. And furthermore, I don't think she really cares. I think she would just want justice for her baby. Just like Biggie Mom wants justice for her baby. These are celebrities to us, artists, icons, whatever hierarchy you want to give them. But to them two young women and the fathers, the kings and the queens, because Snoop Dogg's father is very vocal nowadays. That's their kid. That's their baby. I have kids, and I've lived in the street culture and participated in the whole shit. But you're not going to tell me not to understand that or have sympathy for that, because in the streets, you're supposed to be cold-hearted and this and that. Nah. That street shit, that shit over. The streets is dead. Get out the streets. Get out the streets and get away from anybody negative in your life. If they are introducing you to anything negative or trying to get you involved in anything negative, you run the fuck away from them as fast as you can. Get you an education, get you a trade, develop whatever, a skill, and get to work. Enjoy the life that God bless you with. Somebody ended that room on Clubhouse. Enjoy the life that God bless you with, that you was fortunate to have. Because there's so many that died because of illnesses and shit that would kill to be in your position. And be the best you can be. Be what God made, what you was destined to be, what God destined you to be. This big, beautiful marble that we own, this is a gift from God to all of us. We are not subject to one area, one location. That doesn't mean forget where you come from. Not at all. That means go explore, create more memories, enjoy life, meet more people, different people. Don't let someone tell you who you can date, how you should date, well, where you should live, how you should live. Man, get out of here. You do what's best for you. I say that all the time. In life, you need to do what's best for you. Who gives a damn what the next person thinks if they not even trying to understand your point of view? They so determined to change how you think and how you view things to fit their narrative. That person ain't for you. Because my eyes is not going to see what your eyes see. We may see something similar, but there's always going to be something in there that's going to be just a little bit different than yours. Even when we talking about twins, right? They can do a lot of things identical. But when you see shit and break things down in different perspectives, we're not going to always all see it the same way. It doesn't mean I'm right and you wrong, or you right, you wrong and I'm right. It doesn't mean that. It just means we see things different. Life is choices. But anyway, I know I didn't kill the live with that, but I just had to say it, man. I just had to say it. But anyway, I definitely want to say, man, thank you to everybody that pulled up to this live, man. This was a very good live, man. Especially for me to get this information out there. Salute to Stephanie for showing me love. I don't really get the super chats. I never ask for them. You know, I feel like I'm begging. So I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you to everybody that pulled up and hit the like button and shared, commented in the comment section, man. I appreciate the team. I appreciate everybody that pulls up and shows support. The channel ain't nothing without y'all. Y'all know that. What's understood do not need to be explained. Y'all keep it rocking and y'all keep it rolling for me. And I appreciate it. I'll try to get some content out today, but this evening I'm going to most likely go live and do some content on these weirdos. Something. We got to find something to do on these weirdos, man. But anyway, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Salute to everybody. Salute D-Twins. Salute Sherm. Salute Stephanie. Who else is in the chat room? We don't miss nobody. Sherm, I already said my man Sherm. Lulu, what up, Lou? Hector, I don't think Hector pulled up today. Did he? If Hector pulled up, man, salute to you, Hector. See, I didn't forget about you. I got a whiteboard now. I still ain't wrote y'all names. I'm going to do that today, though. I got new equipment coming. So, I'm excited for that. Set that up and really get to cooking. To everybody that was in the chat, man, salute to y'all. Until the next time, man, I catch y'all on the other side to Stand on the Media. We out. Let's get it.